Hi everyone, I'm Max from the Max team and I am with Monsanto tonight. How are you?
Hello, I'm very good. I'm very excited to cast this with you today. How are
Uh,
you?
Fine, fine. We're glad to have you here for the cast of this Max League 6 qualifiers, the second stage of the Max League 6. And we have two groups tonight. We have the group B with Pun, Gamer RVG, sorry, Mac Betterface, and No Ends Gamer. And then we'll have also the group C with Fled, Regvam, Frozen, and Abu Ghab. First BO will focus on Pern versus Mac Benterface. So, what about all these four players from the Group B? What do you think about them?
Um, I think if you had to pinpoint the best four players of the last that emerged in the last few years in North America, they're probably maybe the top four.
Hmm.
Um, None of them were there in the first few years of Hearthstone, but they all managed to, despite that, show that they were worth. I mean, Grandmaster level.
Yeah.
They all managed to they none of them started in Grandmaster, but they all managed to qualify to it, and now they're all in the same group. They all qualified to through the pre-qualification
Yeah.
thing that I failed to do. So they're very good players.
Yeah, it's a very demanding tournament. We have the pre-qualification stage that ended in a few days before, with 40 players, and only 20 of them made it to the qualifiers, the stage we have now. And we're starting with this Group B. The Group A has been played with the Chinese players, and I have to say that, just a second. Where is it? The Group A. Group A is here. Uh, there. It's Jiu Qianyu and W.E. Stone who made it to the main stage. They're both qualified to the main stage. The main stage will be four groups of six players and one BO per week. And the two first players of the four groups will made it to the top 8 playoffs. But for now, we are in a qualifier stage, and we will take a look to the lineups of the players. On the first BO is starting with Pern, bringing a hunter, a shaman, a druid, and a warlock. And if you like warlock, you're at the bad place, because the warlocks took so many bans tonight. And I guess this first BO is both warlock band. So what about the lineup? The hunter, the shaman, and the druid.
Well, the one thing I noticed is he omitted to bring Mage, which like Shaman. I would say the best four decks would probably be Hunter, Shaman, Druid, Warlock, and Mage.
Mm-hmm.
And the one that he chose not to bring, I guess, is the Mage. And I don't really know in LHS. I'm sure he's done the work to figure out that with the Warlock strategy, the Mage was definitely a little bit less good because Warlock is one of the Mage's good matchups. So he
Mm-hmm.
wanted to focus more on targeting some of the greedier strategies with the Celestial Druid. Um, that's what you know when you see Celestial alignment in the Druid. That's because the Druid is trying to target specifically some of the slower strategies,
Mm.
and you turn 8, you play Celestial alignment, and your opponent's game plan is completely ruined. That's been the case ever since the card was printed.
Okay, just a second. Fled is telling me will play on his super account. Okay, just give me the battle tag so I can add you, please. Okay. Okay. It's interesting to notice that for the second time after the release of the new expansion, we have players bringing Quest Hunter in this LHS format. What do you think about the deck specifically in this meta?
Quest Hunter is very strong against Mage. So if you expect mages, Quest Hunter will almost always defeat the mage. Like this
Mm-hmm.
is like the one given of the deck. In my experience, it hasn't been as good as it used to be against Shaman, just because Shaman has some really powerful tools to either make a big 10 drops on turn 2 or 3, or even Disruption. Theotar and Mutinous, sometimes interaction with Explosive Trap. The Shaman has a lot of ways to disrupt the Quest Hunter that it used to not have. And the matchup used to be so good for Quest Hunter, and now I feel like it's just a coin flip. So yeah, this is it's mostly for mages. So and he opted to not bring his own mage. So I guess that's like taking into consideration opponents might also have the Quest Hunter. That's
Mm.
probably a pretty smart decision.
Okay, I got information from Fled and Regvam playing on their other account. I just sent you the battle tags on Discord so you can add them.
Yep.
Okay. I'm not. Okay. Okay, no problem. Okay, so we can jump here to the other players lineup. Mac Face 1 bringing as well a hunter, a shaman, a druid, and a warlock. But it's not the same hunter. It's bringing the one he likes to play on ladder. Right now, it's the aggro hunter.
Yeah.
Uh, what do you have you played this version?
Yeah, I played a lot this expansion. I think I played all the decks that we're gonna see today. I've played quite a bit.
Okay.
Um, so this aggro hunter deck is very powerful. The wild seed cards, wild spirits especially, they're all extremely powerful. Um, so it does actually a similar job to the quest hunter in the way that it beats mages. It's also vulnerable to Warlock, which explains why everyone seems to have been banning the Warlock.
Mm,
Um, the Quest Hunter also was vulnerable to Warlock. Aggro Hunter has a better chance, probably, Face Hunter against all the Druids that we're gonna see, and but it might be a little bit weaker against the Shamans. That's maybe the if you want a deck that's a little bit better against Druid, a little bit
mm,
and for the shamans, he might have something else planned. Maybe he just thinks he's gonna outplay everyone in the mirror, which is possible. Shaman is a very difficult deck,
mm.
so
And
I
this,
can also he reached rank 1 legend with it, so he's really good at the deck. That's good enough a reason to bring any deck really in
mm.
LHS.
And we see that Mac Face choose to bring an XL shaman with 40 cards, where his opponent can just bring a regular deck. Do you think it's there is a real difference between the two of them, and the need to use one or the other in a LHS strategy?
Um, I think recently, at least from what I've seen, the 40 card deck was just like there's enough good cards in Shaman
Mm-hmm.
that the deck didn't feel weaker. Your draws didn't feel weaker, and you just start with tanks for life. So right now, my opinion might be a little bit biased because that's the deck I've played the most. But my
No.
opinion would be that 40 card shaman is just as good, but it starts with 10 extra life, so it's better.
Okay. Okay. So we are going to give the players the go they deserve because they want to play. Here we have Prune versus Mac Facepun will be at the top of your screen, and as Mac Face cannot be at the same place, it will be at the bottom of the screen. Okay, just a second. Okay, yeah. Here we are. Okay, so I'm giving Mike Butterfaith a go. It's okay. You can start. Good luck.
Good luck to the players.
Yes. And then Pern as well. Do I have in? Oh, yes. Okay. So we are waiting for the first BO to start, and I'm giving the other players the go as well. Fled is here. I not have the other ones. Maybe they didn't add me for now. Okay, Fled, Raven, Frozen. Frozen didn't accept my invitation. Oh, it's not connected. No, I cannot see him. Okay, and then no ends camera. No ends camera as well. Not going to face, it's okay. Preparing to battle a friend.
Oh, let's go.
Almost there. And camera and vision. Okay, so what do you think about the deck you want to open with?
Let's see. I usually in LHS I start with my weakest deck because it doesn't really have a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So for, I actually think it's probably going to be the druids.
Okay.
Oh no, I actually no for pun it might be the druid because Meg Banner didn't bring anything that loses hard to druid, and for
Mm-hmm.
Meg Banner I think he has a choice. I think he can go. I actually think he should save the celestial druid for when Pun uses the quest hunter. So he should choose between shaman and aggro hunter, and I wouldn't be upset whether he chooses one or the other. I think if I was Pun though, I would always start with the druid.
Okay. Oh, starting right now. Mag Bunterface doing battle with a friend, trying to spectate him. If Hearthstone just let us to do so. Rexa versus Rexa.
Oh, okay.
Okay, here we are. So don't forget that it's not the same version of Rexar because we have the Quest Hunter at the top with Pern and the Aggro Hunter at the bottom for Mag Interface.
Yeah. I think this matchup is it's actually pretty close. The face hunter is gonna grab the board in the early game. It's gonna get a lot of chip damage with minions, which the quest hunter cannot really do. But the quest hunter, at some point, first of all, it starts with more health, and at some point, it's gonna turn the corner, get the zero amount of hero powers, and is gonna have better finishing power. So it's about whether the face hunter can just get under the quest hunter and finish the quest hunter before it starts doing too many powerful things. And we see McBannerface with the very, very good start. 1-drop, 2-drop, and the Wild Spirits, which is the best card in arguably both players' decks.
Okay. So we have a good start, I would say, for this Aggro Hunter. It's hard to not have a good start, but we see this Vicious Slith Spear is quite interesting on one.
McBanner seems to not want to go for the Wild Spirits right away. It might be because of this top deck that you just got. Maybe he's thinking he's gonna get the double Wild Spirits if he greeds it with the Twin Botero Coil. Wild Spirit's such a strong card. If you get it twice, it's obviously even stronger. So I could see it both ways. I could see him rush to Wild Spirits right away to try to get the pressure rolling, or maybe he thinks he's gonna need more resources and he wants to double that spell, which I wouldn't blame him. Wouldn't blame him for that either. Yeah,
And
he's
I,
gonna wait.
Alban Lady and Jerusia on the chat.
Hello. If need be, I might eventually wear the hat. If my casting gets so terrible, I'll wear the emergency hat and just fix everything.
Okay, no end scammer has come online, so it's okay. Okay, just one tick for now on the quest.
It's a
Yeah.
pretty slow start for Quest Hunter. He doesn't have many tools to deal with that board that Meg Bannerface is starting to make. So he's gonna need to pick up some good cards pretty soon, pun, if he wants to not just get completely ran over on board.
Hmm. Okay, thinking. I like the bunker here with the hero power, because you cannot do that much. The multicaster will. Oh, okay. You're trying to draw, but it doesn't draw that
It
much.
draws
It's a,
one card.
okay,
So I
well,
wasn't even looking at that, to be completely honest, but he had 4 mana, he played a 4 mana card. It contests the board pretty well. All those minions are low attack and 3 HP, so he's actually gonna get a pretty favorable trade there. So a pretty heads up play by pun, and I think he's gonna be a little bit rewarded there. Just getting a nice trade onto one of the 2/3s. McBanner going for the play I was mentioning before, doubling probably the wild spirits, but now that he's picked up more damage, he might go for a double aim shot if he feels wild. What if Pun's gonna keep going with his 4 drop on 4, now 5 drop on 5? Yep, seems good to me. He definitely needed to pick up some of the removals. Anyway. Big banner piece with the wild spirits. Very powerful here. Always, especially powerful when it triggers twice. He's been setting up for this play for, I would say, 3 turns, and now he gets the. He only gets one of the 3 drops, the Stag Spirit Wild Seed, the
mm-hmm.
good one with the weapon, and it only he didn't get it in the first 2 Wild Seeds, so he's gonna have to wait an extra turn for it to awaken, which is a little bit sad for him, but I don't think he can complain about his position in this game. He's doing pretty well.
Um, well, most players said that those wild seeds may be too slow. What do you think about that? And are you just surprised to see them in an aggro deck?
Yeah, I thought they would be really bad. I when I first saw them, I thought they would be quite weak, and I completely misevalued which ones would be the best. I thought the one that awakened right away with Rush would be the best one, and it turns out it's almost always the worst one. The one you're really looking for, no matter if you're playing Face Hunter or Quest Hunter, is the big one. The 3 drop, the one that awakens in 3 turns. You're looking for that big weapon, that big body on board. And when you spend only 2 or 3 mana, and you get that much value from it, even if it's in a couple turns, it's so much value that it makes up for the time that you lose where it's not already on board. It's just those cards are insane. They're super strong.
Okay, okay, I like it. Oh, was it that now Magma Enterprise is going to get uh, to running out of cards?
Yeah. So
Maybe you can draw with a quick shot, but
I think McBannerface has hit face with the minion for the last time, so he's gonna have to get the 22 damage remaining to the Quest Hunter, um, with nothing but unless Pun. Oh, Pun missed the attack. Oh no! So there's a vicious. Caster's curse. I don't know, but
yeah,
he's gonna.
it's mining on the cam.
Yeah, McBannerface. He just got gifted an extra. I don't know, maybe 4 damage here. this game that he should not have had, and I think that might. I think that's actually huge. That extra 4 damage that he pushes with a Slither Sphere, he should never have pushed that damage, and I think that's probably gonna win him the game.
Now I'll see.
Like the
Let's
game was
see
really
that.
close, and now I think McBanner is in a huge lead with the Weapon Awakening next turn. McBannerface is gonna kill within 2 turns guaranteed, pretty much. So Pun has to either draw the hero card to potentially heal a little bit, or kill McBanner within those 2 turns, which doesn't seem plausible at all.
Now,
So a huge blunder by Pun. Unlucky that he didn't get his turn finished, and I think sometimes you get really punished for those mistakes, and that's going to be one of those times.
probably. And many people in the chat say "I" to Monsanto and and claiming the at. But no need for that because we're not on cam right now. That's the players.
Yeah.
Okay. And I guess you were right here. Already 6 mana, 6 health. 2 now. You have to kill your opponent now, and I guess it will be very difficult. You have to get your hero here. But even with that, no.
Yeah, he's not gonna get there.
No.
He would have had an extra turn, I think, if he didn't leave the Vicious Slater Spear. Or maybe not. Maybe it would have been the same. But it definitely feels very different than like this game was close, and then it stopped being close because the Vicious Slither Spear could connect an extra 4 damage and present an extra, what was it, 4 or 5 body on board that Punch had to spend 2 mana playing a Freezing Trap to deal with.
Okay, he's giving everything he's got, but it won't be enough here. Okay, 7 health. So it's one of Mag Benter phrase here, and we won't see the Hunter from Pune anymore because we are in edit chess format. Okay, so this one has been beaten. Okay, so will it take is 30 cards Shaman or the Druid? The Druid.
I don't think you want to play Druid, especially Celestial Druid, into that type of aggressive hunter. He does have some tech cards. I see Double Smothering Starfish, which is good to prevent like some of the buffs on the early minions. He has Double Spammy Arcanist for like those large boards of small minions, but that's not even really what the hunter does nowadays. Like they just play Wild Seeds, and some of their minions are pretty large already. So I have to think he's gonna go for the Shaman, which historically has been pretty good at countering those aggressive strategies. And yeah.
Yeah, here it is. And thank you, Alban Lady, for the sub gift. And now Mike Benterface and Sharon and Chris Touille are now subbed to the channel, the Max TV. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, already Sir Denathrios in end.
That would be good in a lot of matchups. Against Face Hunter, it's pretty rare that you get to your 10 mana where you can play Sire Denathrius. Let's see if he has Kaltas in his deck. Maybe it's possible. No, he doesn't run the Kaltas, which sometimes lets you cheat Sire Denathrius on turn 7. So, like, unless this game lasts until turn 10, in which case he probably already won. I don't think the Sire Denathrius is going to be that big of a deal, but we never know.
Yeah, we'll see. So now my Benterface is thinking, do you think that you have to use this Spirit Poacher here?
I think I don't know. I think I would. Okay, he goes for that. I'm not sure. I don't love this because you leave a 1/3 on board that you can get value traded. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked the quick shot as well to get rid
I
of the
actually
three
like
two.
the. So he knows about the schooling is the thing. So like even if he gets like a good trade, like first let's say he coined ramming mount and traded, um, with the schooling, and I guess the schooling wouldn't even be able to deal with it. So I don't really know. I'm not sure that I agree with that play from Venturface. But I think the reason he did that is he wanted to Wild Spirits this turn and accelerate this. So
Mm,
he plays a Wild Seed on board, so he can accelerate. Oh, and he's not. He's going for the same play as last game, where he's going to double the Wild Spirits,
mm,
which is the most powerful card in this deck. And he wanted to get to that play as fast as possible, but he had to sacrifice his one drop and pretty much all of his early game to get to that.
mm.
So he's really banking on the Wild Spirits to completely win the game, which
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if it's relevant.
yeah.
Now with chill air for the 4/4, and you can it face. Oh, do you think that you tempo Bran air?
I think I would because you have Bolner. They're basically the same thing. So
Yeah.
you have two of the same, pretty much the same tools, so they're pretty dispendable. And right now, Pun is really looking for a play next turn though, because if he doesn't top deck something good, his next turn is looking at Totem, and if you Totem on turn 5 against a Face Hunter, you're usually not in a very good spot. Banner with his signature double
Yeah.
Wild Spirits play,
First
what he's
and
most known for in this
second.
broadcast. Um,
Mhm.
and the brand is gonna stick. So Pun has some
Okay.
top decks that would completely. Oh, that doesn't take advantage of the brand, but it's so good.
Oh, Command of Neptune, very painful here. Magma to face.
And the
Double
board is
trade
gone.
here.
And I can't help but notice Pun is still at 29 HP. Um, oh, Pun, he's going aggro here, leaving up the 4/4. That's bold. Um, I don't know why he didn't want to trade the 3/1 and the 1/1 into that 4/4. The 4/4 now trades into the brand. I would have definitely gone for that trade myself, I think, but
Mm-hmm.
Pun wants to end the game quickly.
Yeah. Okay. Do you think that you have to trade the brand with a 4/4 here, or you have to go face and hope you end the game as soon as you can?
Um, it's hard for me. I think you have to kill the brand, but even then, it's hard for me to think of many ways that McBanner could end up winning this game.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, especially looking at Bun's hand, he does have the Snowfall Guardian on turn 6 to freeze the board. McBanner's at 17. He can't afford to take many more hits from those minions, and he's gonna take if Bun is like if Bun is in the same mindset as last turn, this 9 damage is going all face, and I don't know how McBanner face can deal with the pressure,
Hmm.
especially since the Snowfall Guardian is coming. And there's Glug to follow up as well. This is looking like McBanner face has to play a control game here. He has to
Yeah.
outvalue Pun. And when you look at Pun's hand, you see a Sire Denathrius for 10 mana, a 6 mana card, two 7 mana cards, and a Bolner, which is like great amount of value. So I don't know. I don't know if McBannerface can pull this off, but I'm looking for. Oh,
Okay.
so Pun kind of deciding to take it a little bit slower here. I don't mind these trades. I do mind these trades in the context of him not trading last turn. I
Yeah, I understand.
um I think if you're gonna make those trades, you should have traded last turn as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay, with the Barak again. Get your one mana spell. What would it be? Yeah,
Well,
Babinets.
yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
Barb Nuts. But I think he's considering whether or not he wants to kill the Okani before he does anything. Um, so to make sure that his cards don't get countered, then yeah, he's going for that. He's gonna get a save Barak Kodobane on board. He's at 14 HP, not so in danger anymore. Yeah, Pan was putting on the pressure, and then at the end of last turn decided that he was gonna go for a slower approach. I still think he's in the lead, but McBannerfaith can breathe a little bit for this turn, which he couldn't previously, so I think his position has slightly improved, even though it's still not a good position.
Okay. It chose not to trade the doggy biscuit here, who could have give one of his minion rush.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that. I was looking at trading the biscuit, as well. But maybe he wants the biscuit. He wanted the biscuits to buff his minions. The main purpose of the biscuits, obviously, is to buff your minions.
No. Okay, you can get rid of the head of Glug with aim shot and quick shot.
Yeah, I'm sure he's looking at that. Because you're not. At this point, opponent is still at 29. That did not change from several turns ago. So you're gonna have to run Pun out of resources in hand. And oh, I haven't noticed that, but this broke on top deck from Pun. I think if there was any hope for McBannerface fans, now that I see this Brucan of the Elements on the right side of Pun's hand, I think it would take a miracle for McBanner to pull this off. Which, to be fair, McBanner can be capable of pulling off miracles. I've seen it happen. McBanner is a great player. Oh, and he played on the
Okay.
Brucan here by buffing the 2 health minion. That's very heads up.
Okay. So I guess we won't see Martinez here. Okay, it's time for Brucan.
Imagine if he didn't buff that. I wasn't even looking at buffing the stag on the right, but if he didn't buff that, it was a 2 HP. You would clear most of the board with the deal 2 damage to all enemy minions. And that would be pretty much it for McBannerface. Now Pun is going for the 6 damage phase. Pun has been the aggressor for every turn
Yeah.
except for that one turn.
Yeah,
This game where he decided to trade.
it's weird to not have used the same strategy on this very turn. Okay, but we'll see.
It kind of looks like Pun gave the controls to his little brother for that one turn, and his brother was scared and he traded everything. But for the rest of the game, Pun was super aggressive. I had one mindset, wanted to close the game as fast as possible, and he's still doing that, and I like that. I'm just very confused about that one turn where he decided otherwise. But I mean, he's in a great spot. He's doing something right. For all we know, like all those plays might have been optimal, even though they looked like they were in 2 different mindsets.
And McBannerface has been in a very difficult spot, but managed to get back on the board and now aggress his opponent.
Yeah.
But you have this Snowfall Guardian in hand here, and your hero power summoning 2/3 stoned wolves.
Yeah, I wonder if Bun's gonna go for hero power with the Snowfall. He has to play Snowfall Guardian, otherwise he's gonna die. So he can choose to. Okay, I'm surprised he didn't go Volner here. Also, he chooses to hero power last. Oh, and he misses on the 6 damage that he was hoping for. He was hoping to just get the 6 damage to end the game, but he missed. I don't think Sire the Nathrius How big is it right now? It's 19 damage. It's definitely gonna buy him a turn, but I don't think it's gonna
Hmm.
end the game.
Hearty snacks.
Yeah.
It's not quite big enough.
And chat, after this first BO, if the other one played at the same time is not over, we will go to spectate in them. Sorry, it will be gamer FVG versus no ends gamer, and then we have the run 2, and we have the possibility to see. Oh, Sir Denatheus, here we are,
Oh,
and healing for 15.
and
Oh.
kill.
And
And
kill your
lethal.
opponent as well. Okay, it's 1-1.
Oh, I was wrong about that. I just assumed that it would full clear the board and then go face, but turns
Yeah.
out Saturday Atheist sometimes, it decides to go face and ignore the minions. And that's a little bit of what it did right now. And Pun, I feel like got a little bit greedy with just trying to go face rather than controlling the board, but it ends up working in the end. Saturday Atheist, I mean, his hand was pretty good. McBannerface was in a really tough spot. McBannerface almost pulled it off. I think he deserves a lot of credit for that. But in the end, the Shaman showed why it was used to counter the Hunter there. And now it's going to be McBannerface's job to try to counter that Shaman. So what does he have for that?
McBannerface is thinking.
So he has Celestial Druid or the Shaman of his own.
Yeah.
I don't like Celestial Druid into Shaman much. So I think, like I was saying before, I think McBannerface's best bet at dealing with his opponent's Shamans is to win the Shaman Mirror. So, but McBannerface is really good at Shaman. I played him on ladder yesterday, Shaman Mirror, he beat me. He beat a lot of Shaman, and I was watching his stream and he kept winning the Shaman Mirror. So I think he's pretty confident in that matchup, and maybe he's just thinking he's always going to win the Shaman Mirror. Let's see. And yeah, he killed the Shaman Mirror. The best matchup that he has against Shaman.
So chat, for the next BO, you can choose between Gamer FVG versus Mike Butterface. We can have as well No End Scammer versus Pern, or Frozen versus Regvam. So tell us what you want to see. And we won't have any Hunter in this BO because both of them have been eliminated. Okay, so we have the 30 cards Shaman versus the 40 cards Shaman. I will see that it's not the same heroes.
Yeah. So one thing to note is McBannerface decided to put a Smothering Starfish, so silence all minions in his 40 card Shaman, and maybe that's the only card that he thought he needed to beat the Shaman Mirror. It was like, we're gonna go into freeze, mass freeze, Snowfall Guardian, and eventually I'm gonna go Starfish and kill my opponent even though my minions are frozen. Turns out Pun also has a Smothering Starfish, so he doesn't have that big an advantage in terms of just that, but I don't know. He has 40 level. He has 40 health to start the game, while Pun has 30. I think that's already quite a big advantage for McBanner. Both players have access to the Wildpaw Caverns on turn 4, turn 3 for McBanterface. So strong starts on both ends. These games tend to last a long time. These Shaman Mirrors, they're long, grindy games. A lot of skill involved. Like small optimizations go a long way in those very long, grindy battles.
Do you like playing Gnoll so early in the game here on 4?
I think I tend to be too greedy with my Gnolls. I try to always wait for Muck Pulls so that I can evolve it into a 10-drop. I think sometimes it's fine to play it on turn 4 like this to kill the 3/4, except here McBanner knows Pun still has one of the Piranhas. So if he wants to just play the null and trade into the 3/4, he knows that Pun can just play this 1 mana fish and trade into it, and his null is basically dead if it trades into a 3 attack minion here. So I like just drawing cards, taking it a little bit slower, gathering some value. Better also opting to playing his own Piranha. Because why not? He had 1 mana.
The chat is asking us to make exclamation mark at command to cheer for Monsanto.
Okay. Community goal of point rewards, but that's hard to set up.
They like your art as much as they like mine, I guess. Okay. Very good trades here.
Yeah.
And is attacking this turn.
Trading with the 1/1 here is pretty good trade because the 2/3 is probably gonna trade into one of the 5/1s anyway, he's thinking. So trading with the 1/1 means his own stag guard, the 3/4 that freezes, is gonna stay at 3 HP rather than 2 HP if that trade happens. So it's just strictly better if that trade that he's expecting actually happens. Which I think it actually I think McBanner might decide to go face here. We'll see.
Okay, thinking. Okay. Prefers have this. Well, okay. Okay, why not? I guess you're right. Yeah, you're right. You have to deal with one of these of these 5/1s.
He's thinking about going face. Face damage is always good. Shaman doesn't have much healing. There's Brucon and there's Sire Denathrius, and that's it. So, okay, but he's deciding to kill the 5/1. I can respect that. I haven't seen too much of that specific matchup, but maybe McBanner just thinks he's gonna run Pun out of resources, and he doesn't need to kill him that fast. He just needs to deal with his cards, and once Pun is out of cards, McBanner is just gonna naturally win because his deck is bigger, and he also has a lot more greedy cards that help in the late game. So, I can definitely see that. Connie pretty strong here. McBanner only has minions, so Connie, I'm assuming he picked counter a minion. Yep. So half of McBanner's turn is going to be countered here.
What to
do? Okay. Okay, we make an amalgam here to get rid of this Okanis first.
This game is these matchups are really close. Like, it's turn 7, and it's really hard to tell who's in the lead right now. If I look at both hands, I would say Pun has access to better tools right now. But this is likely to change pretty quickly. McBanner face has the Gorlock Ravager to draw 3 Murlocs. He only has 1 Snowfall Guardian. Pun has access to 2 Snowfall Guardians with the Macaw. He also has Bolner and Bran, which can help set up some crazy stuff, but I don't know, McBanner face is not that far off. Also having quite the good hand.
Okay.
He gets the Flurgle. Does he have access to... I think it's going to be hard to clear with Flurgle this turn.
Yeah, not this turn, I guess. Is it time for this Gnoll here?
It might be. It might be. He might also go for the risky play of going Flurgle Amalgam and hoping to get a 2-mana Murloc. It's not that risky, but sometimes you whiff. And then you can clear most of the board. There's also a 2-mana Murloc that deals 2 damage as a battle cry. So if he gets that one, that's the one he's looking for the most. And if he gets that one, he gets to clear almost the entire board. So he's going to take Sir Finley here. It's decent. It clears the vast majority of the board. And now let's see what he chooses. With a freezing minion still on board, attacking with your hero doesn't seem that relevant. I would probably look at the lesser heal here, the priest hero power. But, okay, he chooses Demon Hunter.
Okay.
That's the best hero power of the three. It's just, if his face keeps being frozen, it's not going to be that good, but I mean, realistically, that frozen stag guard is not going to stay there for more than one extra turn. I think it's fine.
Okay. So, is it time for the Snowfall Guardian? Or do you think that the board is too weak to get to use your this powerful card?
That's very interesting, because the boards is too weak for Snowfall to feel good, but if you look at Pun's alternatives, he has no good play. Unless, I don't know, I don't remember what his last battle cry was with the Brilliant Macaw, but usually you don't want to use Brilliant Macaw for a weak battle cry.
Yeah, I
He's
understand.
opting for that, which was another play I was looking at. It's okay. It's not the worst.
Oh,
Obviously, on turn 8, you would rather make a play stronger than something you can already do on turn 4, which is the Piranhas that he went for. But he's not in a bad spot. He's still technically ahead on board, and he still has his powerful cards in hand, so I think he did a good job with that turn.
okay. I'm surprised to have seen this Stagward it face air instead of make the trade on the Amalgam of the Deep, so you can protect your Water Revenant.
Yeah. Well, I think he values the freeze more than he values the extra attack. That might be why. But then he could have traded the other one, but he also values face damage. So yeah, there's so many things to take into account in that matchup.
Yeah.
This is a really hard matchup, really skill intensive matchup. There's a lot of RNG involved as well. Like this Mutinous, for instance, that just ate Bolner. It's usually a big deal, but Pun has Bran as well right now, which they do relatively similar things. So as long as as long as he has one of the two, he's going to be able to do some maybe powerful plays in the future. Let's see what I'm assuming McBennerface is going to go for another Mutinous here. Let's see what he eats this time.
No. Yeah, we've seen that Bono has been eaten. Maybe it will be Bran. We'll see.
Yeah.
Will it take the chains here to use this Mako for this?
Yeah. He
For the
could also
Mutanus?
choose to He could choose to use the Macaw for another freeze, but
Yeah.
I don't think he's dying right now.
I wonder.
Also, I want to see another Mutinous, but that's. I don't think McBennerface cares too much about what I want to see right now. This is more entertaining. Looks like he's going for it. Okay.
Okay.
And it's gonna be the start. The
Oh,
start is not too bad, but that's not what he was really hoping for, I believe. Now he has to deal with his board, and the rope is burning. So he's gonna go for most cleaning that he could do this turn. Actually, no. He's not gonna clear the frozen stag guard again. He's gonna go for some value trades instead. So his face is gonna be frozen one more turn, potentially.
yeah.
Or maybe not. We'll see. Now
And
Pun, I would be extremely surprised. Sorry. Okay, I'll keep going.
Okay.
No, I'd be extremely surprised if Pun didn't go for Snowfall Guardian this turn, because the board is not under control and he doesn't have anything else that he can do.
Yeah. Okay. There's not such crude target for this location.
Yeah, you're right.
Maybe this one, but not sure.
Maybe just putting it on board.
Okay.
One of the benefits of the location is that it separates the board,
Yeah.
and the new 9 mana card in Shaman, the Devourer. Sometimes the location prevents the Devourer from eating several good minions at once. Like
Yeah.
right here, he separated his 2019 from his brand, so if turn was to be Devourer, the brand would remain on board.
Yeah. Silence. Okay.
Very good value of the silence here. And he's gonna get very good value of his null that he held for the whole game.
Yes. Is
Good.
it a null into null? No.
Uh,
Not the same one.
8/8 is not the best, but at this point I think people when you evolve your null, if it's not another null, you're usually happy.
Yeah. Okay. I like the triple trade here. Get rid of all of this. Oh, I was wondering of the 5-1 in the Dero 2. Okay,
He
he
wants
prefers to
to-
have this face, okay.
Yeah, he wants to
Ooh.
have more board space, I think. He wanted to get rid of some of his minions so
Mm.
that he could get some more freezes if Pun has more freezes, which he does. He has one more freeze.
Okay.
So what's the order here? You have 2 cards, they add up to 10 mana, but you have 2 different orders you can go for.
I can, yeah. Guess I prefer to have this first. Yeah, and then the glug.
Okay.
No, I like it.
So it
Okay,
makes the
freeze
Macaw
into
smaller.
freeze.
Yeah, the Macaw gets smaller because he didn't freeze his own minion.
Yeah.
But the Glug can attack next turn. That's the benefit. We can see that the Glug can't attack next turn if Black Banner Fate chooses to go Snowfall Guardian, but Pun was not aware of that.
And maybe he will be able to get something out of his Silence Mutinous with his location next turn. We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay.
And finally, he uses the Demon Hunter Hero Power, deals that 1 damage to the taunt. Sir Finley coming in clutch here.
Okay, so you have no space on the board, you cannot play your card, you cannot use your hero power.
He can use his location. That's all he can do this turn.
Yeah.
Now, do you use it on Glug? Oh, that was bad. That was a very bad outcome. Is he dead on board? I think he's dead on board. Yep. That's gonna be game for McBannerface. So he took the gamble to not have a real counter for Shaman, just wanted to counter Shaman with his own Shaman, and it's paying off. He's winning yet another Shaman mirror. And now Pun is gonna have to counter the Shaman with, I believe, his Ramp Druid. Or Celestial Druid, rather. There's Celestial in there.
Fear the coming storm.
Okay, so now it's 2-1 for Magma Interface, I guess. And we have the last deck from Pern, this druid. We have to make it only with this one now because all the others have been beaten.
So,
So
McBanners is in a really, really good position because this matchup is definitely not bad for his Shaman. And if he
okay.
ends up losing, he has a mirror of Celestial Druid. So, worst case, he's got, like, if he ends up losing this game, he's got another 50-50 matchup. But I think he's in a good spot to even win this game.
I see you brought guests.
Okay, 40 cards. We already have ramp in this druid. Okay, the first game in the other group has been 3-1 for Fled versus Regvam. So Regvam has to win the next match to continue in the max League 6, and it will be versus Frozen.
Fled is probably the scariest opponent to play against when in those formats when you know you're gonna be playing against Fled and you can go any direction.
Mm-hmm.
He can bring anything and everything, and he's gonna play it well enough that it might completely hard counter what you have. In LHS, maybe not so much, but even then, Fled is a very scary opponent to have. McBetterface choosing not to play Bolner on turn 2?
Yeah, I was wondering about this play because your open the druid doesn't have that much
All it takes is no.
that much tool to get rid of the boulder, but you haven't. Now
He
it's
has
too
bigger plans for.
late.
Oh, he has Keltas, so he has bigger plans for that Bolner. You can go
Okay.
for crazy plays like Keltas, Bolner, and then
Hmm.
big minions like even Mutinous or Sardinathrius. Anything really that with a battle cry with Bolner can be
Yeah.
quite the finisher. Fun with a lot of ramp. He's been playing it well. Been playing his good cards. He doesn't have the alignment just yet, but he has the Stopior. Topior you want to get down as fast as possible. So he's gonna ramp here. Probably ramp again. He's looking at it with the wild growth. Okay. This is a more this is more responsible. Takes some damage off the board.
Okay. So I guess we'll have in the for the next BO we'll have Regvam versus Frozen as requested.
Sounds very good.
Okay. Oh, Primitive Wave. Yeah. What do we get? Oh,
Oh no,
it's frozen until we cast a fire spell. Okay.
that's gonna be frozen for a while.
Okay. Why not? Why not?
The one thing he has going for him is that Pun's not gonna bother killing that 6/7. So whenever he finds another way to evolve it, he's gonna get a 5-drop on it. But that's not what you want to see. You want a 4-drop that can do something. Right now, it's just occupying the board and doing nothing. Pun getting the Topior down.
Yeah.
Making
Powerful card.
Yeah, once that card is down, your turns get so efficient. And it's so hard to get any sort of board to stick against Druid. This version a little bit less so. There's fewer nature spells in Celestial Druid because you gotta make room for all those big dragons. And he's not running Kazakus, but he is running Lady Anaconda. He's obviously running the alignments. He's running Spammy Arcanist. He's running Localar, the Nulls. So all those cards that you wouldn't see if he wasn't playing alignment, well, they would be nature spells in Ramp Druid, and that would make it even more efficient. but this one still got some nature spells. And they were gonna be extra powerful now that he's played the Topior. I'm going pretty wide on board here. Unless he decides to actually kill that 6/7. He's giving some good Snowfall Guardians opportunity to McBannerface. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if he was to full clear this. Just to get rid of his own board.
I understand, but it's weird to do that without the Natheos in hand.
Yeah. He's even opting to kill off his own 3/3. He could have taken a value trade with it, end of turn with a 3/1 on his side. He wants his board to be completely empty. I wonder why. It's like, there might be reasons. I can't think of it right now. That sounds like,
Okay.
that looks like a very, very solid Miracle Growth there. Let's see if he can pick the armor. Not quite, but he gets the null to at least not mill.
Okay. The glug is getting bigger.
And it's gonna get even bigger here because
Yeah, the command of Neptune.
McBannerface has that turn that he's been setting up for since turn 2. The Bolner plus this Kaltas and Insatiable Devourer will make a huge board on his side this turn if he decides to go for that one.
Oh, I like it. Very much.
Because the Devourer is going to eat those stats. It's going to get super huge. And then the Bolner is going to repeat the Battle Cry, and I think it's going to get the same stats.
Yep.
Wow.
Tried it with Bran. It's working. Even if the minions are already dead, they ate it twice.
Yeah. And the 10/10 being in the middle, even if the Bolner doesn't hit the middle one, because the Bolner could hit left or right,
Oh yeah.
it's still gonna eat the 10/10.
Oh.
Wait.
It
Never
was
mind.
only once.
So it works with Bran, but it doesn't work with Bolner.
Okay.
apparently.
Okay.
Sorry for that.
Working with Bran, I tried it.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
Bran is a little bit different. Bran is it after? No, it's not after. So Bolner is after you play Battle Cry, so that's why
Yeah.
it happened, and then after the minions were already dead. As for Bran, it's just your Battle Cries triggered twice, so they triggered twice at
Yeah.
the same time.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Regvam asking a very important question of the previous game in the Shaman Mirror. Why did Pun Pyroblast himself before the game even started? So why did he choose to start with 10 less life? I don't know. I also prefer to start with 40 life. That's a very good question.
I guess we'll take the Starfish here. If one wants to go on in this
If
video.
Pun wants to survive for another turn, he's gonna have to. He's gonna. Wait.
Oh
forgot.
no, you cannot do that.
That's not the order.
No, you cannot do that, guy. Because your minions doesn't have a rush anymore.
Yeah, and now Pun is board locked, and McBannerface has 2 freezes, and yeah.
Oh, he's not that happy on cam right now.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I've made that mistake once with Druid, and maybe Pun went all this time and be lucky enough to not be in a position to make that mistake. And he did it now in front of people in this tournament. And
Yeah.
that must be upsetting. I had the chance to make that mistake by myself in the comfort of my my room with nobody watching. But for Pun it was quite a different story.
But that's kind of mistake you make it only once, and then you cannot forget about it. So you you won't make it twice. Okay, so it's 3-1 here. for
Good
Mag
job.
interface. Okay, and we're going. Just a second here. Not this one. I have to enter the score. Here, Mag interface 3. Okay, so we're leaving this BO and we will jump right now to see Regvam versus Frozen. So I'm giving the players the go. Frozen, it's okay. You can start your BO versus Regvam. Okay, just a second. This is Regvam here. Okay. Okay.
I think that was a very nice match by Bannerface. He played very solidly the whole way. And Pun unfortunately making a couple of big mistakes that cost him, I would say, 2 games. And when you're playing against a player of the caliber of McBannerface, you just can't afford to make those mistakes. And Pun, unfortunately, on the other side of this.
Okay.
Good thing for him is he's probably not going to make that mistake again, and if he's playing the Masters Tour coming this weekend. So that's the silver lining, is he lost this, but at least he learned. He didn't learn in the in the main big HSE sports tournament.
Yeah.
But it's still sad for him.
Okay, so we'll have Regvam here, Regvam from Croatia. Team is Regent, Regvam. I'm setting the thing here, and we'll have, as said, Frozen from Team Liquid. Okay, Team Liquid. Just like that. Okay, I'm checking the lineups. Starting with Regvam. Okay. Regvam is bringing a shaman, a mage, a warlock, and a hunter. And we won't see his hunter. So, a shaman.
His warlock is phylactery warlock, going a completely different route than the players we just saw.
A warlock. Okay, and Frozen. Frozen, we won't see his hunter as well. Frozen, yeah. This one. Why is Frozen? Can't see Frozen. No, this one. Okay, so just a second. I'm checking the lineup from Frozen. Here. Frozen.
He notably has a quest priest.
Yeah, as a priest, I like priest so much. Yeah, mage and that. Okay, create. I'm checking if everything is okay. Okay, no beaten decks. Yeah, just like that. Just like that. Yeah, bottom. The bottom. Yeah. Okay. So we have the bans. The both hunters has been banned. Okay, I'm checking. Regvam. Okay, recently checking. And Frozen Air. Where is Frozen? Do we battle with a friend already started?
Yeah, they're in the game. They're in a shaman mirror.
Okay, I'm spectating, trying to, at least.
This time around, Frozen is the one who chose to pyroblast his own face at the start of the game, which Ragvam would not recommend.
Okay, and Regvam. Okay, here we go, guys. Regvam from Croatia versus Frozen from USA in the Group C. And Shaman versus Shaman.
I would say Shaman is probably, in my opinion, Shaman is the strongest deck of the current meta. It seems like it has tools to beat about everything. I'm quite surprised to see the Shaman Mirror first, but I think whoever wins that first game is going to have a pretty big advantage for the rest of the match. Just because if you win with Shaman, you have a pretty good chance that you're going to win the other 2 games with that same Shaman. It's nowhere near guaranteed. I just feel like Shaman has a pretty good matchup against about everything you can face right now.
So in the group C, we have Fled, as I said before, Regvam, Frozen, and Abu Gabu, but Abu Gabu just dropped. So we have 2 of the 3 players who can get to the main stage. The first BO has been played versus between Fled and Regvam, and Fled managed to win 3-1. So Regvam has to win this one to not be eliminated. Oh, what is it? Barrel Slash. Okay.
He evolved into a minion that would like to be evolved again in 2 turns. I don't think he's gonna get to do it though, because Frozen has those piranhas. He can't play them. I mean, he could kill the 3/6 right now. I don't know if he's gonna choose to do that. Frozen has a very explosive hand that I don't know if he can unleash it next turn. But I see a Bolner, a Clownfish, an Amalgam, and a Mutinous. I do believe that if he went for it, he would be, and 2 Amalgams actually, he would be 1 mana off playing the Mutinous next turn with all of those other Murlocs. And we see him, he decides that he's too scared of the Baroness Bosch and he's gonna kill it right away. Can't really blame him. That card could have, like, if there was a Primordial Wave, there it could potentially snowball a little bit.
Okay. This card is so powerful. This Command of Neptune.
It really is. And we've seen it so many times in that matchup in the last match as well.
Yeah.
Always
Okay.
feel like the. Oh, he's going for it.
Let's go for it. Okay. Is it
The 4-drop is free, so
yeah.
maybe he wants to
Yeah,
go
so
for that.
why not? Okay.
Yeah. He won't be able to get the Mutinous down this turn, but he's setting up to play a 3-mana Mutinous next turn with the Macaw. I'm assuming he's not going to play the Cookie the Cook this turn so that he can actually do it. Now he's dredging. Oh, he runs Frostbite. Interesting.
Okay.
Making a Snowfall Guardian, the good card, makes a lot of sense.
Okay, and another one.
He already has Cookie the Cook. I'm looking at the Slime Scale Diver to kill some of those big minions that...
I like it.
Oh, and he's going completely for the other one.
Oh.
Interesting.
Okay.
And if he wants to go Mutinous Macaw next turn, he has to stop playing here. But he doesn't have to go for that. Yeah.
Okay.
His board is full now, but he noticed that Regvam did overload that last turn, so he doesn't have the mana to play Snowfall Guardian. So he can't just leave the board full and wait for next turn to go Snowfall. I think he's going to have to try his best to clear again. Very heads-up play by Frozen. Sometimes you go into your opponent's turn 6, you don't remember that they're overloaded, and you try your best to manage your board size, and Frozen did not fall for that. Went for the the most aggressive play you could think of before his board gets inevitably frozen forever.
I like deal with Bonner and the 3/4 here, and maybe the 4/4. Oh, not that bad.
Yeah, that's a very good evolve.
Okay, first time I see the card.
Yeah, it didn't end up being very good after all. Value, okay. Taking more value trades.
Okay.
I'm a little bit scared that board space might be an issue. We see 2 freezes in both players' hands. So if Frozen freezes first, then
I wonder.
he doesn't get the last freeze, and getting the last freeze in those freeze battles is pretty important, because then you get to attack first.
Yeah.
So can Frozen greed it and not go for the Snowfall Guardian here? Seems really difficult.
It's operating on 6.
Yeah. Okay, he's
Okay.
gonna go for a different route.
Okay, so I guess next turn we'll see Mako as well.
What does it eat? Oh, that's pretty good. Eating the Devourer before it eats you.
Okay.
Okay. I can get behind that. That's it clears enough. You'll leave probably 12 power in play. He's gotta go though.
Okay.
I don't think he got all the attacks in. Oh no.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, that's the second time it happens today.
Yeah.
Not the Frozen.
Yeah. They didn't hit with his weapon.
That's a big deal. Again,
Yeah.
like 5 in both cases, last match and this match. That's 5 extra damage going your way.
Yeah.
5
And you'll
damage and
10,
knockdown, it adds up.
and it's one more minion that can be hit with a location.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Already at 10.
Yeah, he doesn't have time to go Macaw for another mutant this year. He's gonna have to start freezing. And I mean, look
Okay.
at those difference between those two deck lists. It was the same last game. Frozen's already running out of stuff. Regvam has the same amount of freezes in hand, but he could wait a little bit more before using them, and he has a full hand of very good resources. Somehow the 40 card Shaman, it almost feels like it has better cards. And it starts with more health. I don't really... It's quite surprising to me to see how big sometimes the advantage can get.
There is nothing very relevant with the null here, yes. You could only to evolve it, but it's no big deal. You make null, evolve, and guardian, maybe?
Yeah. I'm not sure. It looks like he might pass. Yep.
Okay.
He's saying you can deal 8 damage to me, put me to 30, because I don't care. That's what you chose to start with anyway. So basically, I think he's still in the mindset that he doesn't want Frozen to get the last freeze. So if he thinks Frozen has to freeze again this turn, and Regvam starts freezing the board one turn later, he's more likely to be able to have the last Snowfall Guardian and be the first one to make attacks. And that's pretty heads up. Frozen top decked the second Macaw, so if Regvam didn't go for that passing line, he wouldn't have been able to do that thing, playing the last freeze, and now he will be able to. I think now, for sure, he has to play the Snowfall Guardian, and he has to make space on board for a second one, so I don't expect him to play much more than just a Snowfall.
Okay. The guardian is here, and I guess it will be just that. For the reason
he could evolve his 4/3, but I prefer doing nothing.
Yeah, I prefer keeps a slot on board.
And Frozen right now knows that he can't beat another Snowfall Guardian anyway, so he decides to fill his board because he doesn't have access to another freeze. So he would lose to the Snowfall. And Regvan, because he took that turn to do nothing, does have access to the last Snowfall Guardian. and he's gonna
Interesting,
get
yes.
he's gonna
It's
get the
gonna
win
be
because
rich.
really, really strong play by Rekvam. Like, I'm impressed by that turn where he did nothing. Which sounds kind of weird, but that turn where he did nothing was the only way, I think, that he could get the win so easily and so quickly afterwards. Very nice showing of Rekvam.
Okay, so we won't see the shaman from Frozen anymore. Frozen has been frozen. This joke is offered by the Max team.
Haha. Ha. Very, very good one. Oh, Rekvam's camera looks frozen.
Yeah.
On the stream, at least. I'm 10 minutes behind, though.
I'm gonna tell him.
Oh, what if he just disconnected that turn where he did nothing? And I'm just praising him for doing nothing, and he was like just screaming at his computer, like, please, I want
Not sure about that.
to play that Snowfall, but then he
Oh.
just won because of it.
Oh,
Frozen queued the
what
wrong.
happened? Oh,
Frozen forgot it was.
yeah. I guess.
What are the rules for that?
Like many players.
The rules is just you regame, I suppose. Like you just choose a legal deck,
Yeah.
or does he get penalty?
Yes. No. It depends on Regram. Regram can ask for the point if he wants to. If he doesn't, so he can go on with a good deck. I don't know what the Regram's camera is frozen. I'm gonna try to fix it. Just a second. Yeah. Okay. Can I refresh? Okay, better. So, okay, it's starting back. The mage here.
The time for dreaming.
Frozen with the mage. Again, it's a 30 card mage,
Yeah.
which I do also believe is just like 40 card mage, but you start with 10 less life, but it's not better. So, anything interesting with the 30 card mage? It's not playing Bran, playing all of the NT aggro stuff, First Flame, Flurry, Ruined Orb, all of all of the freezes, except for Blizzard, I guess. So, we'll see. In my experience, the Shaman seemed favored in the matchup, but I don't think the stats agree with me. Or, I think the people I talked with also disagreed with me, so we'll see. Oh, and Rekfam has the Goldshire Null with the Muck Pulls. I think that's going to be active on turn 4. Getting a 10 drop on turn 4, that can be quite backbreaking sometimes.
Frostbite sharper than
Okay.
I think to
What's it-
evolve this Leaf Breaker because it just dies to the ping.
What's the way you use the filter, the magic? Do you play it on 4, the slide to tempo, and try to get a key card from your opponents?
I think it really depends.
Yeah.
If that's your only play on turn 4, it's definitely better than just Totem. Sometimes you want to wait a little bit if you have stronger tempo plays or if the situation calls for it. Like, for instance, I think Regvam recognized that on turn 4 he wants to go Goldshire Null plus Evolve. So he evolved his Sladebreaker on turn 2, knowing that turn 3 didn't have to evolve anything, and turn 4, or turn 3 he didn't want to evolve because he wanted to use it on 4. So turn 4 is definitely between Theodar and creating a 10 drop with Null. I think you would make the 10 drop. But I wouldn't be surprised if, as soon as he doesn't have a strong tempo play, he's just gonna go for Theodore and try to get an important card from the mage hand. Frozen for now doesn't have important cards, which is usually a bad thing. But right now, if he's about to get Theotard in a couple turns, might actually be good for him. We'll see.
Yeah.
Caster turn
Okay.
here. 2 cards. Multicaster, a very good target for Goldshire and all though. The 3/4 just it's like it was never there.
No.
And let's see what he gets.
Let's see. Oh, it's better than the first one. The 8-8.
Yeah, a little bit better. A little bit better than null. He gets a 12/12.
Destroyer. And it prefers to take a beast instead of a dragon.
Yeah.
Okay, to the plate beetle.
I think he was looking for silence. He's like, this 12/12 is gonna
Okay.
get frozen, and I want to get either Ironbeak Owl or the Starfish
No.
to push an extra
Understand.
12 damage. But he missed, but he's got a 12/12 on board. I think he's in a pretty good spot.
Not that bad. And he already saw a flurry played, so only one left.
Yeah.
So, oh, he can discover a free, a frost spell with a rune orb. Yeah.
Yeah.
First
He's gonna
of all-
choose to draw cards.
Okay, alright.
So I guess he wants to kill the 2/1 and hope that Flurry hits the 12/12.
Yeah,
It's a 2 out of 3
I
chance.
like.
It's not.
I like it.
Time runs out on
I like using the Rune Orb to get the spell already in hand. He gets the Blizzard.
Blizzard. The best way to buy a turn. Oh,
And if he okay, that's good. And if he's lucky enough, maybe the Magister Dawngrasp that he just drew will also give him another Blizzard. And that's how he can potentially win this. So here I could look at. Okay, so he has a strong tempo play again. So no Theotard just yet.
okay.
Yeah, I like that he left his board at 6 minions, so that next
Yeah.
turn he can put Theotar right before the Downgrasp. So that's very good timing from Rekvam. Rekvam has been playing a lot this expansion, and it really shows. It shows that he knows what he's doing right now.
Hmm.
Like, I liked his play a lot in game 1, and still like his play now. Everything he's doing he does have a clue what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's looking for. Takes the Blizzard here, prevents his opponent from freezing. Like, Frozen has been doing pretty good, has been doing good things, but I feel like his deck was not... His deck was not built to beat that strong of a hand from Rekvam.
Hmm.
You can beat some medium Shaman hands, but that Shaman hand was incredibly strong.
And we understand now why he took this plated beetle. It's only to give it to his opponent.
Oh yeah, that
Impressive.
was the plan the whole time. He actually wanted a beast to give it to his opponent. That's,
Yeah. Only works with beasts.
yeah, I mean, you don't want to give a dragon to your opponent. Dragons are too strong.
Don't
So-
try it at home. Okay, Magister.
Yeah, there's a flurry in there. So if you freeze the 12/12, you're still in the game. So 1 in 3.
Stay where you are.
Not this one.
Oh, this one doesn't... I thought it would cast... Oh, because he played flurry on turn 4. And that's the turn 4 flurry.
Ah, okay. Understand.
And he's dead.
Okay,
Wow, that was
so
quick.
it's already 2-0 here for Regvam. And only the quest priest of Frozen to get the 3 points he needs to go further.
Yeah.
Okay,
Um,
so, yeah. This one has been beaten. Yeah.
It's not looking very good for Frozen. I think this matchup is good for the Priest. Although I haven't seen that matchup since the expansion, to be quite honest, because I haven't seen any Quest Priest. But I think I think Frozen might be able to win this one quite comfortably. I'm more worried about Quest Priest against the other Rekvam decks. Because once Rekvam's done with his Shaman, he still has Pig Mage. And Magister Dawn Grasp against Quest Priest can be it's impossible for Quest Priest to deal with it a lot of the time.
Mm.
And then Rekvam also has Phylactery Warlock, which is a combo deck that will always beat Priest unless they manage to Theotar that Tamsin's Phylactery. In which case, the Warlock doesn't have a win condition and they lose. So Frozen has a chance, but it's going to be very hard for him.
No. And we have a very good Quest Priest player here. He changed drop 2, drop 3, drop 4 on starting end.
Oh, also
Okay.
that's 5 drop. He's missing a 6 right now.
Drops 5.
So let's see.
And
Theotar.
it will still drop 6. No. Oh.
I mean, I think you take the Denathrius here. I think you're pretty happy about it.
Yeah.
And you give back Thrive in the Shadows? No, you give back probably the 1. You don't care about your board that much. Actually, I don't know. This is hard. He really,
Maybe
like he meant
5.
here, he wanted to give back the Desperate Prayer for sure. 3 out of 4 times he could give back Desperate Prayer. He must not be happy about this. But he has to be happy about stealing the Denathrius, so I think it's fair.
I guess it's a Thrive? No, I gave him the it burns card. Okay.
And he gets a 6
And the
drop
drop
that
6. Okay.
I don't know. I guess you do go for it. Shaman's pretty slow now, sometimes, so... I was expecting the Cathedral to evolve the Theotar, and I was surprised when it just transformed into a just slightly bigger Theotar. But no, that's the Priest Cathedral of Atonement, and just buffs the minion and draws a card. Rekvam here can take back his Denathrius, if he wants to. Yep,
Okay.
gonna try.
I want my card
And
back.
he gets...
It's mine, and you get yours of
You
the
can
coin.
get
Maybe
your
the,
Lighted Birds back.
maybe the coin. Yeah, it's the coin.
Good.
And I keep yours. Interesting. Do you evolve this 3-3? No. Okay, it doesn't want to. Maybe he prefers evolve the Golok next turn.
I could see that.
The
The Warlock
5.
next turn will overdraw. But oh, I guess I was gonna say you have to play Gorlock because you have nothing else. But now you could consider going Command of Neptulon.
Yeah.
But the thing about Command of Neptulon is you don't get to stick anything. Like the trades kill off your minions, and next turn you still overdraw with Gorlock Ravager. I guess he's not evolving anything.
And I have an information from the other group. Finally, the game between Gamer RVG and No AIDS Gamer just ended, and No AIDS Gamer won 3-2.
Good, good. I'm a big fan of No Hands Gamer.
What is
Okay.
Sometimes we prep together a lot. We have similar skills now. You know, we're not like we're not the youngsters of Hearthstone anymore, like Gabby and
Yeah.
Blitz, etc. So like the APM decks and the like hard combo decks, I used to be good at them. I'm not so much anymore. We're more like control slow players that try to outgrind opponents. So which is good in this meta, I suppose. I'm doing better in this meta than I've been recently.
Yeah. Do you like the expansion so far?
Yeah, I think it's all right.
Okay. A bit
How do
more.
you feel about the expansion so far?
Okay. Second chicken totem. Yeah. And the light, it burns.
Oh, what's your opinion on the expansion so far? Do you like it?
I like the new cards, but I'm not sure I'm fixed on a deck to play on ladder because I don't play as much as you guys because I have so many things to do to manage for the max team. But I like it. I like the what is it? The oh, I don't know how to say in English. The l'ambiance du château. The
Yeah, you
the
like the vibe of
yeah yeah, and the design of the card. I like it, and the new the locations are powerful. But I like that you cannot use it every turn, just like what was it in Magic? Oh, I don't know in English. It was
No, I
the
don't play Magic.
déphasage.
What
I
is
don't play Magic. I can't
this
help you
way?
with that one. Sorry.
It's good to have a new kind of card, new yeah, not a
Yeah,
minion, not
I
a
also like the
weapon.
location. A lot of the locations have a lot of skill involved in them
What
because
is
of when you
this
choose
shadow?
to use them is um is harder than what I first thought, for sure. Yeah, this game is going on. So Frozen hasn't been able to find an 8 drop yet. He did play Mutinous last turn, but this turn is the first turn of the game where he doesn't progress his quest. Looking for an 8 drop, still doesn't find it this turn. He's going to be looking for an 8 drop next turn. He's been saving Thrive in the Shadows. So, like, most of his 8 drops are Whirlpool, which are a spell. So you could think, well, if you want to complete your quest, Frozen, you should just Thrive in the Shadows, try to find Whirlpool right away. But I think he's saving the Thrive in the Shadows for after the quest is done. When he plays Irella, he wants to play Thrive in the Shadows, then get the quest reward and just win the game the turn after. I think that's why a lot of players would save the Thrive in the Shadows in those instances.
Okay. Do you
Frozen's getting
think that Regvan will take care of this secret and not attack with the Gigant Totem? He can attack with and then just evolve it again.
Yeah, if he attacks face, he doesn't know what secret it is. I mean, opponents at 24, you have Sirens and Naturals in hand. I think I would like to attack face here. And if it's that secret, you can just evolve it into a different 10 drop.
Yeah,
Perfect.
you have to
Does he have time to
another
attack
one,
it?
an 8, okay.
That's a good draw to deal with the 8/8 for 1 mana. Pretty good.
Yeah,
You might have
for
better
1 mana
plays.
is not that bad. But no, I drop for now. You could get your 8 mana spell. Try to find the card. Is it the Whirlpool
Yeah.
with the Thrive of Shadow, but you cannot play it on the same turn?
I'm looking at the Cathedral of Atonement to buff the 6/3 and draw a card. And then you could potentially kill the Sea Giant and clear the board with Clean the Scene. Or he could just play Light Shower and Cathedral. I like playing Cathedral this turn. Looks like he's going for Condemn. It's fine as well. I like the Cathedral just because it drew a card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it better than this, and you would have been able to save that one as well. But that works as well. That definitely works as well.
Okay.
I wonder when Rekvam's gonna choose to be a detective. Yeah, I think that's the time. Detective Red Rekvam on the case.
Okay.
Oh, this one this one's easy. Okay, now
Yeah.
what's in hand right now? Well, that one's also easy because it's infused already. So he knows for a fact.
And the third
And
one,
the
he
third one
knows.
is
Okay.
also easy because of wait, is it?
Because he knows the lineup. This one is
No.
what is start with in the deck, no? The third
Not
one?
start with. This one is what is in the deck currently.
Ah, okay, okay, okay. So it's not
Um, yeah.
the quest. Hmm.
Right now, he might be just thinking that he doesn't want those really bad cards, and he'd rather get it wrong and
Oh,
empty his hand. Yeah. Because he
oh,
doesn't have
this.
anything to do with Seek Guidance. The board clear is not that good when he's the one always on board. And the third card was, what, Devouring Plague? Which could be useful, but if he wants to draw cards this game, he doesn't want to have his hand clogged with some bad cards. So I don't know if he purposefully took the wrong option there.
Now
But
it seemed mad on cam. At least sad to not take
oh, okay.
the third card.
Yeah.
Well,
It's already really hard to get the 3 cards right. It's even harder to think whether or not like you really want those cards, and sometimes it's just best to not take them. You know, when all 3 of them are bad.
okay. Location. Is it your 1/4 that you evolve with it? You buff with it?
Um, I have to guess so, because the 6/6 on board, if you give it +1 health, it still dies to
Hmm.
pretty much the same thing. The 1/4 that that could change the breakpoints and how easy it is to kill it. Frozen really saving that Thrive in the Shadows. Really, he really wants to
Okay.
only use it after the quest
Yeah.
completion. Which I don't know if that I don't know how correct that is. Like maybe it's good to do it no matter what, but it seems like at this point I think I would have not had the patience to wait for Whirlpool, and I would have just played it. But he's played more Quest Breeze than I have, and I'm sure he knows better.
No. You have to like priest to play the quest priest, I guess.
Oh yeah, Quest Breeze I'm not a big fan.
Okay.
What's that? Monsanto? Oh, it's another piece.
And
Oh,
another
Let's go.
thing.
Ragman knows how to evolve his nulls.
Yep.
Two
No,
12s in 2 games.
don't
Very good gameplay.
Regram is already at 2-0. If he wins this one, we go to the next BO, guys. Oh, and I have to make a poll for the next BO. I'm gonna do it right now, guys.
Primordial Wave here to devolve the Deathwing and the Macaws seems to be definitely the thing I would be going for. Let's see if he has something else in mind, but Primordial Wave is, I think, an insane pickup.
Hmm.
He didn't have a way to deal with that board. He was, like... I'm surprised, again, he didn't go for Thrive in the Shadows for Whirlpool. And he's not even the grade. He's gonna try to eat that Sire Denathrius, but it's only a 1 in 5. He misses. And Frozen's in serious trouble right now. I don't know if it's time yet to play Sire Denathrius if you're Raikvan.
Hmm.
The other plays don't seem that
17.
powerful.
No, 17, and If he hits the light shower elemental, then the other ones, yeah, it's only the 6th one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Rekvam this whole game has been holding on to that mutinous for when Frozen would play Whirlpool. Funny enough, though, if Frozen was to play Whirlpool here with the mutinous on board, it would kill Rekvam's mutinous from his hand because of how Whirlpool works. So Rekvam, if he wants to still go for that strategy, needs to be careful and kill that mutinous on the other side of the board. Because otherwise, his mutinous won't be able to eat that Zerelic quest reward. That's something that's so easy to miss, though. Let's see if he decides. He does kill the mutinous. Wow. He saw it. Regman sees the lines today. I'm impressed. That's such a heads up thing to like. I'm casting. I don't have to think about everything else, the trades and everything. I just saw, but being able to notice that if Whirlpool happens, your mutinous will get out of your hand, and then make that trade on purpose so that you can still
Is
mutinous
illusion.
after the Whirlpool to potentially eat the quest reward. That's very impressive. Frozen wants to kill off this 8/8 this turn so that it doesn't come back to Regvam's side of the board.
Yeah. You don't want to forget that when you play this Najas Exen. That this minion, it's Nurtius. But if you, it works with that. Works with that if you evolve it. So now it's yours. Oh, what is it at 8? Yeah, so the draw minion reduces code by 8. Okay, and it will be another draw.
Okay.
We'll have another draw here for Regvam, but I guess
He's
it's
gonna
no
mill-
big
he's gonna
deal.
mill a card, but I think he's fine with milling a card.
Oh!
That's a plug.
Gleg for 0. Okay.
That late in the game, it might not be the most relevant thing, especially with double clean the scene on Frozen's side. It's quite funny to see just randomly getting a 0-mana glug like it's nothing. And it's not like in this state of the game, it's not even a big deal, which is ridiculous.
Okay. Do you primordial wave here before your glug? Oh,
I like playing this, killing the 1/4 and the 2/3, the 3/4, sorry, and
yeah.
then maybe Primordial Wave to get rid of the
Okay, I like it.
+1 minion.
I like it.
I think like he might have been upset at the time where he missed the 3 cards on Murloc Holmes, but looking at this hand, if he wants to draw with Famished Fool, he must be pretty happy he doesn't have 3 useless cards in his hand right now. Missing on the Murloc Holmes, I think, was actually better than getting it, right?
Okay, what would it be here? Another card, I don't know. Which one is it? Stealer of Souls. After you draw a card,
Wait, how does that work with Whirlpool? Whirlpool now costs 8 life.
But,
wait, what?
Okay, but
it's an 8 cost card, so he can actually play the... Wait, he could win this turn.
Do you think that it works? With
I think it works.
8 cost, but 8 mana? Okay,
Yeah.
it works. Right,
I know, he doesn't win this turn because his thing is that. But he gets to play Zerala without getting mutinous. That was so... Wait,
oh,
wait, why does it...
Regvam is so unhappy on cam.
Wow. Bro, and just like that, Evolve Shaman losing to its own Devolve. I like that play. I didn't think that could be a thing. But wow. This is such a crazy outcome to a game where Regvam played like so well this game. And this one outcome makes the game completely change sides. Regvam with the top deck Macaw would have Mutinous and Macaw to get rid of the quest reward, and there's only 2 minions in Frozen's hand. So if that Stealer of Souls didn't happen, he would have to end the turn with Zirella in hand at some point, and he would unevitably always lose to the Mutinous and Macaw. That was such a crazy outcome that completely changed the game. Wow.
No. And
Yeah,
then we
Regvam can't be too happy
have
about it.
another
I
game.
don't know if he's upset or laughing right now. I would probably
Nothing.
I don't know how I would react to this. I mean, you can't do anything but laugh, I think. But that's how I would feel. But I could understand being upset as well. And
Yeah.
that's game. Wow.
And it's 2-1 frozen back here. And we won't see the shaman anymore. But Regvam had the opportunity to use his mage or his hunter. I'm gonna check which one is it. The mage is a 40 card mage where Denathrius, Modric, Kel'Thuzad, Skeleton Mage, but version XL. And
He has Warlock with Mage. Left.
oh yes. The hunter has been
Phylactery
banned.
Warlock.
The hunter has been banned.
The big question on my mind here is Regvam gonna come back from this mentally? This is a really tough game to lose, especially the way he lost it. And can he keep his composure after that? That's a big question that I don't
Yep.
know if I would be able to. That's we're gonna see how we're gonna witness how good Regvam's character is after in the next few games, I think.
Okay, so it's the warlock. It's air. Phylactery. And which card does he use for the combo?
He's
The mine. Never
Yeah, the
mind.
standard stuff. And he's got the Ruined Mithril Rod and the Kamzit in hand. The best two cards to have. Oh, but Frozen already has Theotar.
Yeah,
Now,
like in the first game.
yeah. I don't know how Frozen wants to use that Theotar, though. I actually wouldn't want him to use it here. I think that in the matchup, Theotar gets a lot better when you get to the later stages.
Mhm.
He's looking at it now, though. So the thing is, the one card you want to steal is Phylactery.
Okay, I guess it took the weapon.
Yeah. Yeah, so the thing is you want to steal the Phylactery, and then the game is over, because the Warlock can't win.
Yeah.
And Phylactery can never be played until it's lethal. So, at the starting hand, the odds of getting Phylactery are just the odds of it being in hand, pretty much, in the opening hand. But as the game goes, if at any point Regvam draws Phylactery, it's going to stay in his hand. So I would have liked to see Frozen hold on to Theotar until he thinks he might die next turn, and then play it. Because that, I think, would be the likeliest that he would hit that specific card that would just win him the game on the spot. Now, he's gonna have to try to win
Okay.
against a combo deck with his Quest Priest. Also, his Mithril Rod is gonna make his Whirlpool cost 7 or 6. So if he draws all of his 8 drops, he can never complete the quest. Because of the weapon. So, yeah. I think this one was gonna be really, really tough for Frozen. Explosive Runes right before the combo to try to eat Tamsin? Maybe?
Yeah. Yeah, interesting.
Maybe.
You have a 5, you want the 6, no 6. I guess you like the location? One
I
more,
like the
making you draw.
Moon's will.
It's good card draw. Now Jack could be interesting in a case where like the mine would be on board still, and you could try to kill it on his side of the board, but the mine is already dead, so that part of the combo is already accomplished. Okay. Frozen
Okay.
realizing that in this matchup, there's no big minion to kill, so you can use that spell to just kill it 3/3. It's not like against Shaman where you're gonna end up killing it 12/12 for 1 mana.
Okay, so
Right
what
now,
would it
without
be?
the weapon is having a little bit of trouble though being efficient with his cards. So that's the
Yeah.
one that's the one thing that's going for Frozen is that stealing that weapon definitely slowed down Regvam a lot.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Nice draw here. Do you use the second Mistress of Misters? No. Okay, he doesn't.
Doesn't use it. I mean, maybe he wants to keep his hand full for I don't know, potentially entitled customer. But yeah, let's say
Okay.
Regvam gets slowed down a lot without the weapon. Maybe like 3-4 turns slower. The problem is Quest Priest is so much slower than Warlock. I think Quest Priest on average is I don't know how many turns slower, but I still feel like even if Regvam is 3-4 turns slower at delivering OTK without the weapon, he's still got a huge advantage, and it's incredibly unlikely that Frozen manages to somehow kill Regvam, either with the quest or with just board pressure, before Regvam can assemble his OTK now.
Okay. Is it something relevant to play here? Hmm.
If I was Regvam, I would like to try to make hand space so that I can draw further into my deck. So, but he doesn't want to play too many minions because he wants to have a lot of minions in hand so that if Frozen plays Mutinous, it's as unlikely as possible for Frozen to hit the Tamsin.
Thank you for your service.
Because if Frozen hits Tamsin with Mutinous, it's going to be hard for Regvam to assemble enough damage. I do think he's running Queen Ashara though, so he could still pull it off. What? Oh no, he's not running Queen Ashara. Okay. So I think if Frozen Mutinous is the Tamsin, Frozen most likely just wins because Regvam doesn't have enough damage in his deck. So that's one thing that's very important to consider.
Yeah. Understand. Okay. Oh. Do you want the tradable card? Yeah.
Yeah, probably just to trade it. Yeah, those are not very useful for Frozen, unfortunately.
Okay. And then what do you? You don't want to play your runes, your explosive runes, now because you want to it times in, as I said,
Yeah.
and it's not the good timing for that. Okay. Already 8-4, little dragon, and you draw.
I guess you play that because you want to have one more hand space. Did he get the healing? No. He didn't get the heal on the 8-4. Shouldn't matter too much. The 8-4 is likely gonna die to an entitled customer anyway. Regvam choosing to play the weapon right away. It's gonna take a lot of damage this turn.
Finally, the weapon number 2 is here.
Taking 15 damage this turn.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of damage for... You know it's Quest Priest on the other side. You're unlikely to die from the board. But... I don't know, I would still be a little bit scared. I don't know. This is a lot of damage. You can't let him hit you for 15 twice. Cause
But
that's 30.
he has the spice bread baker in hand.
Yeah, yeah. He's gonna be all right. It's a little scary, but I think it looks like a big risk to play the Mithril Rod here. But when you know what Quest Priest runs in their deck, it's really not that bad.
Okay, what are the deaths that has been played? Yeah, I guess we didn't see any.
Never truly
Oh yeah, there is the
Five-
five drop that has been silenced
It's been silenced, but
periodically. Yeah,
it's gonna drop here.
yeah.
That hero card, half the turns is going to deal 5 damage.
No,
So he's choosing to play explosive runes now. Yeah, now he's completely switched game plans. He's like, maybe Rekvam doesn't have a way to clear this board. And I can just win next turn with 5 damage. Now we can clearly see that that's not the case. Rekvam's got this all under control, but you know, if you have a chance to set up lethal, you should take it. That's probably what Frozen's thinking.
Side effects? No. Trust me.
okay. I guess it's time for the bread baker. Yeah.
Well, you have to
No.
clear. So you start
Okay,
with that one.
the clear first. The clear first. Okay, and then
And you
the
don't have to kill
try.
anymore because Quest Priest, they have 5 damage in the hero card, but they don't have any more damage. So I like just drawing more cards here. And he's got the Phylactery.
Phylactery is here.
He's got Tamsin. He's got Hellfire. He's got Wicked Shipment. He's got Phylactery. So we're looking at lethal next turn. On Rekvan's side.
Okay.
It doesn't look like Frozen has any way to prevent it.
If it's lethal, then it's 3-1 for Regvam.
Oh, and he finds the Mutinous, but 1 turn too late. Oh,
Yeah.
he's not even going for it? Okay. Well, then he doesn't find Mutinous, but it would be 1 turn too late anyway. Because I believe this is lethal.
This battle is far from over.
42 damage to go.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Regvam is thinking. Maybe continue with that. Okay.
I think you have 10 over lethal.
Oh,
He's doing that to make his hand cheaper.
okay.
But oh, he drew too many
but-
Felrons and he can't play Tamsin now.
Yeah.
He didn't have to do that. He had lethal without this. And now he's gonna have to wait an extra turn. A little
Yes.
bit of
Oh, what happened here? And no
A
way
little
to
bit of
get
risk
rid
up
of your
here.
own minion. It's a mortal coil, but it has been discarded.
and I think that's gonna be game now. 1, 2,
No,
3, 4,
yeah.
6, 7, 8. Yep,
With the
that's
Drain
exactly
Soul.
it. So he can
Okay.
Drain Soul, Tamsin, then the Phylactery for 3 mana and the Hellfire for 2 mana, and that's gonna be good. He didn't have to
It's
do
been
that. though.
very scary here.
Oh, and he has to pick the mine both times. Wait, did he pick Mistress of Mixtures? No. Okay.
I guess not.
If he misclicked for Mistress, he would heal 4 every time he healed 4, and then that would not be as good.
You heal your opponent for 100 and it implodes.
And that's gonna be series for Rekvam. Except for
Yeah.
that last turn, I would say it's a very, very good series. Very impressive play from Rekvam. And Frozen
Okay.
didn't do anything wrong, but I think he was on the wrong side of the lineups here. And yeah, Rekvam survives that series. And he's now at 1-1.
Okay, for some reason I cannot enter the score. I'm gonna check. Okay, so 1-3. Okay. Okay. Okay, so now we have this match over. Okay, Regvam and Frozen, and then we can have Frozen versus Fred, or we can have the end of Gamer FVG versus Mac Buttonface. I guess the chat just asked for this, so we are going to see Gamer FVG versus Mac Buttonface.
They're in game right now?
Checking, yes.
Okay.
Okay, do a battle with a friend. So Gamer FVG would be at the bottom.
They're two very good friends, two teammates. They usually always prep together.
From Hype Horizon, I guess.
So seeing them face each other, that's gonna be interesting.
Okay, like that.
They probably have very similar lineups, I'm assuming. But maybe not. Maybe they don't prep together when they're facing each other. We'll see.
Okay, I'm doing the change. So at the top we have Mac Benterface. At the bottom we have Gamer FVG. I don't know the score yet. We are going to ask them. I'm checking the lineups.
They have card for card the same lineup.
Okay. And let me see. Warlock and Warlock has been banned.
Yep.
So Gamer FVG.
What's the score again?
I don't know yet. Just a second. And like that. And his opponent. Twice. Yes, opponent. Mike Bontefer A. Okay, it's Shaman. And it's, yeah, I guess it's the same line, dude. And like that. Okay. Let's see if everything is good. Okay, almost good.
No, that's the best kind of good.
And Gamer AVG at the bottom. Yeah. Bottom team, yes. Like that. Okay, I'm gonna ask one of them to score. Like that. Okay. So, Mac Butterface. Yeah. May you please tell me the current score?
That's quite an interesting game going on. Alignment has been played and the Druid is out of cards. And Mutinous did nothing.
Yeah.
Because the Druid is out of cards and the cards are Wild Growth and Celestial Alignment. It's got 10 mana post alignment. The Shaman has 6 mana post alignment. Games usually don't last this long. You know, I'm sure everyone in chat is used to alignment being played. And then right after it's played, 1 or 2 turns after, the Druid has won. Ooh,
Okay,
and the King Crush rolled by Primordial Wave.
So for now you have Gamer AVG at 1 and Mac Butterface at 0.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna ask him which deck has been eliminated. Okay,
Oh,
just a second.
McBanner drawing the best card in his deck, and now he's back in the game. Suddenly, with just this one Malagos.
AVG here, and Mac Butterface like that. Okay, everything is good.
Nice.
Deck. Did you lose? Did you lose? Okay, I'm waiting for the Eastern to be done, and then
Yeah, that's a very tough turn from McBannerface, but so he was completely out of stuff. Gamer RBG got the Great Evolve, got the King Crush to push an extra 8 damage, and then McBannerface on the last possible turn where that could happen, or else he was just dead, finds Malagos which makes him draw his entire deck, and now he's just completely winning, isn't he? And the alignment at the end.
Okay.
Beautiful.
From humble seed to heavenly star.
Okay, so frozen. Frozen. This is flip. Okay, just replying to frozen.
I wonder.
Okay, we're back here. I've just asked Macbeth to face to see which deck he lost with. Hunter. Hunter has been beaten here.
Oh,
Okay, so we have Shaman and Druid left for Macbeth to face, and Shaman, Hunter, and Druid for Gamer RVG. And it's
So,
quite the same lineup as I said.
yeah. Gamer, like, McBannerface got an insane tempo turn and ended with Celestial Alignment. And he's threatening more than lethal on board. And he also had the Okani preventing a minion. And Gamer RVG here, with the freeze,
Yeah.
he top decked Gold Chironol, which if he didn't top deck that card, he would have just died on the spot. But Gold Chironol let him proc the Okani for 0 mana. And then he was able to freeze, so he's still somewhat in the game, but it's not looking good for him. McBanner doesn't have a good hand, but I think his board is probably likely to carry him to victory, even with an empty hand here. It's not empty, but it might as well be.
Yeah, what will be in-game response from him? I'm contacting him. Okay,
So
please.
That rope's burning again.
I guess you're just playing Okani here? Okani, the Okani that's left still has spell on it. It still counters a spell, but you want to counter another minion, probably. So yeah. And that can't be infused. RVG has 2 mana. I can assume he's going to start his turn with Piranha Swarmer to get rid of the Okani effect on minions.
What to do?
And then he has to find a way to survive. But maybe he's okay. Oh, this is such a weird game. Does McBanterface have Kazakus in his deck? Kazakusan? They don't. I don't know if, I would need to know if Sire Denathrius has been used. But depending on what McBanterface has left in his deck, we might be looking at Gamer RVG fatiguing the Druid there and taking the win with 40 card Shaman.
Sorry, I was dealing with the players. Frozen is trying to get in touch with Fled and is not responding, so I'm doing things so to be okay. Can be played. Okay, the Gurf. Only 1 card left.
Hope it's good.
It's only... I don't know what that card could even be that McBanterface can win this. Gamer RVG top with the top deck null, like giving him the chance to freeze the board for an extra turn, and then he turned the corner completely.
Yeah, with a very powerful card, this Devourer.
Devour is so strong, and no matter... I'm looking at McBanterface's deck, and I think no matter what the last card is, I think he got fatigued. I don't think there's a single card that he could have as his last card that he would stand a chance to not just get fatigued in that spot. This is incredible. I've never seen...
That rope's burning
I've never seen that happen. Although I've never seen people not run Kazakusan in Druid, and I guess it's for a good reason. We can see here that there might be a reason why people play Kazakusan in Druid. That might be because you don't want this to happen. You don't want to get fatigued.
Gotta be scrappy with
Ran out of stuff completely. And that just happened.
Okay.
Here,
13
you just do
cards
some trades
left.
on board, and how can you lose? Make some trades. The last card could be Alex Draza. It doesn't really matter. You're at 14.
Yeah. Okay. Do you draw or double draw with Bowler into Golok?
I don't know if you have more Murlocs in the deck.
Ah, yeah.
Like, yeah. So it's hard to say, but I don't think you have to do anything. Yeah. Make trades. I think this board state is impossible for McBennerface to win. He ran out of stuff completely, and his decision to not run Kazakusan in this Druid, really not seems to pay off. Oh,
Delta Magic.
that's not gonna do it this time, unfortunately. Amalgam?
Amalgam into nothing because
Yeah, that was absolutely nothing. Nope. And
okay,
McBennerface
so it's 0-2.
But that's okay, because McBennerface, their lineup has no way to counter Shaman. So basically, Shaman is going to win every game of the match. And now, if McBennerface wins the Shaman Mirror, I think he's favored to reverse sweep almost. And it's going to come down to the Shaman Mirror, and I think McBennerface is an expert of the Shaman Mirror. He's been playing Shaman a lot, even when it wasn't popular in the last few expansions. I think he's got a lot more experience in the deck than probably anyone else. So
We saw so many Shaman mirrors tonight.
yeah,
Mirrors. Don't forget the S. Okay, do you
And
keep the filter?
I don't think I would. I think Theothard is just as good later in the game, but there are some really high roll-y cards in the early game that you might want. I'm thinking Schooling, Muck Pulls, Null as the best thing you can do. Especially on Coin. He's on Coin, Gamer RVG. So he could, if he mulligans all of that, he could potentially get a turn 2 Deathwing. He's got the Schooling. He doesn't have the other two, though. He's got the Sire Denathrius. It's not too bad to have in the early hand. It sometimes is bad when it gets Mutinous or Theotard, but sometimes it sticks around.
Glory to the Horde.
Yeah, Shaman Mirror, very important matchup.
Fight well.
Yep.
The most important matchup of their match, for sure.
Frostbite's sharper than bane.
Oh,
RVG,
null on 2.
yeah, he can null on 2, but he doesn't have a way to evolve it, so I think he's gonna probably greed it a little bit. He also chose to mulligan away the Bolner. I don't know, I like playing Bolner on turn 2 a lot. But he decided that
Yeah.
I can't
think-
really.
Fortunate.
I don't know why McBanner's emoting here. They're good friends though, that's probably why. Oh, and he draws the Caverns. Which usually is fine. Usually you're fine playing a 3-drop on 3 and Caverns on 4. It makes up for not drawing the Elemental. But McBanner already having a Caverns would have much rather drawn 2 cards here. That's okay though. There's still a lot of game to be played.
Do you prefer
Also-
Prince Renathal here over Gno? Oh,
I
Clownfish.
prefer Clownfish, yeah.
Okay, even without any Murloc in end?
Yeah. The effect lasts forever, and
Yeah.
the way I think about these turns is I would rather never spend 3 mana on Renathal.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna draw good cards and never have to spend 3 mana on Renathal, and I'm just gonna play my good cards instead. And look, he could get rewarded right away. He could go Theotar and give his opponent the Renathal he didn't play. He doesn't have anything great to steal though.
Yeah,
Like, what can he even steal that he would like? The Caverns? The
but no.
Gorlock? Gorlock is fine.
Also like
No,
the Gnoll to have another 10 mana minion.
yeah. He chose a Gorlock. I think that's good. One of the ways the 40 card Shaman can really fall on its head is never drawing card draw. Sometimes you run out of cards, and taking out the Gorlock option from McBannerface, I think might be a very heads-up play. That there's a pretty good chance that McBanner just draws, cards that don't draw cards that don't do that much for the next few turns, and he might just run out of stuff because Gamer RVG picked Gorlock. I like this a lot. Oh, and he chooses to go face. Very smart.
Okay, so what will it be here? A wind chill just to draw? Okay. I'm taking the 3-2 because of the incoming trade on the 3-3. Again. Oh, the glove. Okay.
I could see him using an all here. He has another one if he finds an evolve card, and it's pretty good. Just trading with the 3/3.
Okay, he knows that his opponent just used his Piranhas already.
Mhm.
Okay, you can go lock into Gnoll.
Hey, that's pretty good. Oh, also, when RVG picked the Gorlock, one thing to remember is he had played a Clownfish, so the Gorlock was 3 mana on his side, so that was a really good card for him to have as well. That was a good card to prevent McBannerface from having.
Yeah. Okay, the amalgam first. It's free. You can steal you can steal the Gnoll after that.
I wonder.
If he saves... No, I think it's fine to play it.
Okay.
Again, looking at the poisonous, but
Oh,
not.
okay. I guess you want to play it now, so no. Okay, I like the dominant poisonous as well. Don't understand this Moloch Tide color.
It's a cheap Murloc to play with Flurgle later to deal 1
Yeah.
damage,
Okay.
but he doesn't have Flurgle right now. It's also a minion he can keep in his hand just to get Mutinous. Like a Mutinous protection, I suppose. It's also a 1-drop he can use with Kel'Thas to cheat out his late game minions. So I guess having 1-drops in hand can be useful in more than one way. That play feels pretty good from McBannerface. He uses all of his mana, spends only 1 mana on the null, or 2 mana. Clears the whole board, and gets to go face with all of his minions that can go face.
There is little time.
Nope, maybe not. Maybe he decides to trade the 3/4? 3/4 can go face. I would just trade the null that with rush. Yeah. I like this. Gamer RVG here really struggling on board. He has a freeze. He can freeze the board twice with Macaw. But then, I mean, that freezes the board for 2 turns, but it doesn't answer it. I don't know how he's gonna answer the board.
Okay, yeah. I don't know
Better
if
though.
it's running the card, but you can have the 5 troop. How is it? No, it doesn't. Arcanist, I don't know what.
Oh, spammy Arcanist?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think they're running that. There's
Okay.
Flurgle that he could draw, but
And in the other match, we have No End Scammer winning 3-2 over Pern.
oh,
Okay.
McBanner board locking himself because he doesn't have a freeze. That is a pretty rough position to be in.
Hmm.
Gamer RPG seeing that now knows that he's very much in the lead, I believe. Now he just needs to find. Actually, is he? This is so difficult. Because he can freeze this turn, and he
Yeah.
could Denathrius on turn 9 with the coin.
Yeah.
But what does he do on turn 8?
I wonder.
What can he do on
D-
turn 8? Do you play Bolner here? If you play
Yeah.
Bolner here, you can't attack with anything next turn other than maybe the 8/8.
Mm-hmm.
But your Bolner is on board and it's not getting dealt with.
There's little time.
I think I would like to see the Bolner here with the Macaw.
What a sight to behold.
Using the coin
Okay.
Ravager.
Coining the Ravager. Okay.
Interesting. Oh, he's looking for Flurgle. I see. Oh no, that's good. That's very good.
My hand is too full.
So now I can Flurgle and clear the board. Yeah, that was very, very good. The Glug is going to be pretty big though if you decide to clear that way.
Yeah.
You might
Listen.
even want to hit in a 2/2 with an 8/8 and then kill the Glug with the 11/11 before it goes.
Before, yes.
The Glug's getting so big so quickly.
Yeah, and as we said before, the dormant minion with Poisonous could have been very useful for the
last
signal. Already 8/8.
Yeah, it's gonna be alright. The Twin Fin's very good, clears the stags, and then he has
There's little time.
yeah, I think he should have cleared the Glug first and then went for the rest, because he can't go face anyway. Yeah, I think that was a little bit of a mistake there. Okay. I don't think he planned to do this. I think he realized how big the Glug would get in the middle of that turn. And yeah, a little bit of a weird turn by Gamer. And now the McBanner face has the 9-drop, the Devourer here. It looks pretty strong. But again, he didn't, because he got his Gorlock Ravager stolen, he's been having the issue of not having that many cards.
Hmm. Yeah. Yes, and playing this Devourer here give you the opportunity to have a good Macau next turn as well.
Yeah, very true.
Is
So
it
he's gonna go for a Kaltas turn.
Kaltas into Clownfish? Okay. And this one.
Yeah,
Okay.
very good. A casual, 1921. Ooh, and a
Oh,
top deck the Starfish here.
not bad. But
He didn't have a much better way to deal with it, so
will it be enough? Because you have to wait one turn to have this Denathrius getting involved on board. 19 damage.
So he can silence, trade in one of the 3 ones, and now how much damage is there on board? 7 plus 10? So 17, he's at 19. So he's gonna try to look for Primordial Wave here.
Waits for no one but me.
Doesn't get it.
Okay.
Unfortunate.
It's still, the spelling is still not too bad. It lets him kill an extra 3-1 and the 3-2.
Yeah.
There's little time.
Okay, I guess it's Starfish into Piranhas.
Yeah. You kill the 2 3-1s and the 3-2. You leave up a little bit of a board, but next turn Sire Denathrius should
Okay, it's now or never.
yeah.
Quick! Be quick or be dead.
Yeah, I think he got it. I think he got it on.
Okay.
Oh, finally McBanner finding some card draw.
The 4/4 is still on board and can be evolved later with a location.
The Macaw is another Devourer, so it will eat those small minions and let him pressure a little bit more if he chooses to.
You also can get an elemental from the amalgam of the deep. But what do... Oh, beast! You know the beast to give to your opponent with a delta.
Scorpid's not too bad.
Yeah.
Probably have to play it now. What's the best spell you could get? Bioluminescence. There's no spells though. Investment gives them the Command of Neptulon, very good spell.
Draw an overload card, yeah. He already discarded one of his 5 mana spell, I guess. I remember well. The Command of Neptune, I guess one of them discarded.
And his board is full again, so if there was a freeze on the other side, that would probably be game over. But Gamer RBG does not have a freeze. What
But
he
we
does
haven't
have,
did
though, is Sire Denathrius. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to use it like this because it's quite your winning condition, but if you don't lose, it's not that bad.
Yeah, he doesn't have a choice here. Every other play just loses on the spot, so he's gonna have to play it, hope it kills the 1/3 poison. Okay. He at least manages to kill the poison so that it doesn't get McBanner doesn't get the easy 1/3 trade into the 10/10. But McBanner now is like in a very commending position. Is gonna be able to rush into the 10/10, draw 3 cards. Finally getting some card draw.
Yeah.
He's had a lot of pressure all game, but he's been really struggling with some card draw. And if he didn't have that card, there's a chance not McBanner, but Gamer RBG could, stabilize just long enough that McBanner would run out of things. But now I don't think it's very likely. McBanner's hand, not McBanner. I keep making a mistake. Gamer RBG's hand does not have good tools right now to deal with this board state.
You
gonna have to
can brand into Slit Breaker to draw and freeze 2.
I think he's gonna have to, or a Bolner into Slave Breaker, one of the two, maybe both.
Or both, yeah.
Both gives him 3 freezes, but I don't like both because that way you waste both your brand and your Bolner. I think he only used one here. Oh, he's gonna use both. Okay. I don't know about this because you use both Brand and Bolner. I guess they might just stick on board, is what he's saying, and he's not wrong. They might just stick on board.
Okay. I guess the 4/3 as well.
Yeah, I would
You
think
want
so.
to? Okay. Not a bad turn. He draws 3, froze 3 as well. So Is it time for the Celta the Mad Duke as a beast in end?
I really want to clear both the Bren and the Bolner. That would be my #1 priority this turn. He doesn't have a way to do it right now. I thought the Macaw was just an amalgam. Am I wrong?
I'm not sure.
Oh no, okay, draw
Oh
three.
yeah, the draw.
Okay.
You
No, so that's
can use the location on the Devourer to get what
Minions? Yeah,
9 drop. Would it be maybe King Crush?
that's a 9-drop already, so we'd get a 10-drop.
Okay. Oh yeah, one more.
Yeah.
One more.
So Null is different because it's a 10 and there's no 11.
Hmm.
Oh, he's not going for it? Oh, he's going for it, but he doesn't have time. He doesn't have time. He misses the attack, and now there's a Bolner on
and
board
it
at the
was
start
a
of the
rush.
RBG turn.
It was a
And
rush
he's gonna-
minion.
That is such a big deal.
Yeah.
So Gamer now probably doesn't believe it, but he'd got a real chance now with his Bolner on board at the start of the turn. So he can go 2 different ways. He can go Mutinous. Mutinous activates twice with the Bolner already, and then he would go Sleep Breaker, freeze one of the minions, and by doing so he would eat 3 minions in RBG's hand. You could buff the Bolner enough that he would be able to trade with a 7/7 surely. Because the Bolner gets the stats from Mutinous.
Yeah.
And you could freeze the 8/8.
Okay.
Well, I guess looking at the minions in
Delta.
McVenture's hand, the Bolner will not be buffed enough to kill the 7/7, but definitely enough to kill the Keltus. Okay. Maybe not that impressive of a result of a turn, but definitely more. That was definitely a bigger turn than. Wait, you don't. What? Oh, okay.
Okay. Good face. Why not?
That's brave. Okay.
Okay, so we can have a beast. What is this thing? Nothing. And just a beast.
Beast could be lethal if it's a silence, right? Oh wait, no, because there's no board space. So how much damage is there right now? 7 plus there's 17 on board. So yeah, if he could have magically a silence and 2 board space and silence his own 8/8, that would be lethal. But he needs to trade something to get the board space to silence, and then it's not lethal anymore.
Yeah, but beast can be also a colossal minion, so he could get rid of some of his board to get the colossal minion. But I'm not sure there are any giving you the lethal here.
Yeah, no.
But you can find a like. Could be.
Looks like he's just gonna freeze. Bolner
Okay.
freeze.
Oh, but
So he's
okay.
gonna try to stick his own Bolner. Like Gamer just did.
Okay, cannot have the infuse on the devil. And no way to freeze anymore.
Yeah. So if he wants to remove the Bolner, he's gonna have to spend his entire turn just playing the Devourer on the Bolner, leaving the 8/8 Death Rattle to attack face.
Yeah.
That game lasted much longer than I expected, by the way. This game looked like it was about to end at least 4 times, and then both players managed to find ways to stay in the game, stay alive, and keep fighting for the board. And Gamer RPG has so many more cards. He has had more cards the entire game, but McBannerface has been ahead on board the entire game. and it's still not super clear who's gonna end up winning.
Nature waits for no
RVD trying to hit the... Oh, and he does.
Ooh.
Trying to hit the Snowfall Guardian here.
Good.
He does
And-
another...
Do you do you location the mutinous? Yes. What is it? Okay,
These
it's a
fuckers-
8-8. It's a 8-8.
These players... Oh, go ahead.
No, it's okay.
Oh, okay, sorry. These players are spending so much time on their turn that they don't give themselves enough time to
To
look at
perform.
the rotation from the location in case they have rush.
Yeah.
That's been 4 times so far this game. And that's something, if you're playing on ladder, you probably don't rope those turns. You probably play right away and you have time to rush. But when you're playing in a tournament like that, there's more stress, there's more stakes, there's more... They're trying really hard to play perfectly, and they end up playing worse because they don't give themselves the time that they need to finish their turns.
So do you like to brand into amalgam or just amalgam? Or just nothing because you don't want to be hit by the 10-10 and then you only Guardian. It's only Guardian, I guess.
I don't know if it was Guardian or Brand Guardian. You could also play Amalgam here to make the Bolner even bigger. But
Yeah.
he's gonna... If you Amalgam here, the Bolner gets an extra, like, 12... No, an extra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The Bolner gets an extra 10 of stats. But he wants to get an extra board space. And I believe there's no more freezes for Gamer RPG, but there's that Primordial Wave. It's gonna devolve the board. I don't think that's gonna be good enough though. Devolving that board, there's gonna be a 9-drop, 2 5-drops. Let's see. Oh, that's a very good outcome for Gamer RPG. And he
Frenzy
still only...
transform to 6-7 Kodo with talent. Good.
And I thought he might have been dead there, but he's still very much in the game. I would say now he's in the lead. Gamer RPG.
Yes. Okay, the Glug with only one tail.
Sometimes that's enough.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be 2 taunts, so the Glug is going to get a lot bigger just by like Bannerface trading into those taunts.
Okay, so what do we have? A pirate. Pirate maybe for the amalgam. Here it's a beast. What is this thing? Destroy a random enemy minion. Oh, interesting. Interesting death rattle.
Yeah.
And this one is a beast as well. So many beasts.
I'm not sure what I'd be looking for here.
Okay, Bran.
It's gonna brand Amalgam on, I'm assuming, the beast, because pirates don't do anything at this point. Trying to get silence, maybe? Scorpid. And mass silence. Okay, that's a very good outcome, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a really hard turn. I'm happy I'm not in McBanner's shoes right now, because you need to go to do something.
Yeah. Okay, unfortunately you don't have the
Okay,
death
make
rattle
it do
anymore.
something. Okay,
Okay, it's
at least he's still alive, but now he's out of cards. He's out of cards, Gamer RPG. With all the cards in the world, now his Devourer is infused. McBannerface, I think, might go down 0-3 this game.
It's very impressive to have a Gamer RPG so close now to the win, as he was so close to the loss 10 minutes
So many
ago.
times this game, right?
Yeah.
Like every turn, I was like, "Oh, I think this is the last turn for Gamer RPG."
Yeah.
And he somehow, sometimes he got help from RNG. Sometimes he found lines that kept him alive. But you know, you need both. Sometimes you need to hit the right side of RNG, and you need to give yourself that chance to. Like, there was a lot of opportunity for him to not even get give himself the chance to have potentially a win. He's one off lethal right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
think-
try to get it. Yeah, for the King Crush. For the King Crush. Oh no. So disappointing.
Yeah. I take back everything I said about him. He's a pretty bad player.
Okay.
Can't get a
So
crit shot.
now the Scorpid of a life.
Overdraft, I don't think that's enough damage. Okay.
Okay, so it's a 3-0 here for Gamer LVG.
Very well done. And their lineup that they brought, I think, both of them, they had the same lineup. They don't have a counter for Shaman. So they want to counter Shaman with their own
Yeah.
Shaman. If that doesn't work, then that's gonna happen. Shaman, I predicted their match every game would be won by a Shaman. And I mean, it's 3-0 and Shaman won all the games. It was either that or Shaman was going to reverse sweep from like banner phase. A very good game, very swingy game. Every turn, many things happened, but in the end, Gamer RVG taking that Gorlock Ravager away from McBanner Face, getting more cards than McBanner Face the entire game, more options, ended up getting the win because of it. Very good stuff.
Yeah. And now we will have Gamer FVG versus No Ends Gamer in a few seconds. You can start your BO against No Ends Gamer right now. Okay, I'm giving the information to No Ends Gamer as well. Okay, versus Gamer FVG. No, versus Mike Montoface. Oh, what did I say?
So No Hands is already 2-0.
Okay, just a second. Just make something really. Oh, wrong chat. Just a second. Sorry. You can start versus Pun. Yes, I guess Pun is already has 0-2 as you said, but it didn't tell me that he wants to drop. He wants to drop, so it's good. Mike Butterface. Okay. No Ends Gamer versus Mike Butterface. Like that. Okay, so I'm gonna just set up the thing.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't think anyone should. I don't think anyone should drop because if No Hands Gamer wins, there's going to be a 3-0 and potentially 3 people at 1 and 2.
no. Yeah.
So at 0 and 2, you can still make it if you have good tiebreakers.
No. Okay, so we have No Ends Gamer lineup. Where is it? Yeah, No Ends Gamer, and it's the Shaman that has been banned. Okay, so he's playing a Hunter, a Mage, a Druid, and a Shaman, like that. Okay, I'm back here. The cam, we keep him, and we have him there. Okay, and then the player name, because it's very long, I have to shrink it.
In the other group, who's playing right now?
Right now it's Frozen versus Fred, but the BO are starting, I guess, 10 minutes ago.
Okay.
Okay, just like that, and bottom team. Okay. Okay, and okay. I guess everything is good here. We can see if the players just started. No Ends Gamer hanging out in main menu. You can start, okay, and Magma Face, where is he? Hanging out his main menu as well. But I gave them the go.
Oh, they're preparing to battle, friend. It's happening.
Good.
It's happening.
Very good. Preparing to battle friend. We all hope that they will prepare to battle each other. because it would be very difficult to see the game if not.
So we haven't seen No Hands Gamer yet.
Yeah,
So anything special with his lineup? He's got Aggro Hunter, Ping Mage, 40 card Shaman, and 40 card Ramp Druid with no alignment. So no Warlock. McBannerface probably is struggling to ban against that. I think he banned the Shaman, but McBannerface wanted to ban Warlock every time, but this time he had to think because there's no Warlock.
yeah.
So in their remaining decks, it's gonna be Druid, Ping Mage, and Aggro Hunter against Druid, Shaman, and Aggro Hunter.
Okay, starting.
Okay, nice.
No
think it
end
would give me
scammer.
Oh, go ahead.
No end scammer bringing Hunter and Magma Face as well. 2 trucks involved already.
Oh, now we're gaming.
We are talking. Okay, the Fox Spirit Wild Seed.
Okay, the 1-drop in Aggro Mirrors is actually not that bad. The 3-1. In most matchups, you want the bigger one with the weapon, but here getting the early game board control is primordial, so you'll take the 3-1 rush.
Okay, so for now we have No End Scammer at 2-0, Gamer RVG at 1-1, Magmental Face at 1-1, and Pun at 0-2.
Yeah. So yeah, you shouldn't give up at 0-2 because if No Hands Gamer wins and Pun wins, we have a situation where Pun, and Gamer RVG and McBannerface are all at 1-2, while Hands Gamer is at 3-0.
And you don't want to get eliminated on tiebreakers. You don't want to.
You don't want to, no. But it's better to rely on tiebreakers than it is to for sure be eliminated.
I like the play here using the second trog and just get rid of the doggy biscuit by trading it
Yeah.
to get the rush. Like it.
I like it, but it's so hard when you're playing aggro mirror like this and you're on the coin. McBannerface is at the initiative, and he's been ahead the whole game, and it's like this mirror match being on coin is so rough. And McBanner now getting some Wild Seed, some good cards from it. I don't know how No Hands Gamer can come back from this. This is already looking so rough for No Hands Gamer. McBannerface's hand. I was gonna say he's not that good, but now he's got his signature play again. Every single game we've seen him play that deck.
Yeah.
On turn 4, Terror Coil, or turn 3, Terror Coil. The following turn he goes Wild Spirits, and that's happening again. Let's make Bannerface for you.
Okay. Oh, you can have the click clocker. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Caught this one.
In this kind of spot.
Party snacks.
Yeah, that's a normal play, you know.
Yeah.
Now let's see the McBanner play.
White
the
Spirit
pro
1,
gamer.
2. Oh, do you Raz Nation as well? Okay, that's
Yeah. Why not? It's 3 damage and more board presence, and
Nope.
it completely ends the game. If it was anyone but No Hands Gamer on the other side, I think they would just concede right away, but No Hands Gamer likes to play it out and never concede. And you gotta respect that. But even if he doesn't concede, the game's gonna end next turn. There's no way around it. This was such a powerful start from McBannerface, and he was going first, and that happens. That definitely happens.
okay.
Absolutely nothing for-
Okay, already 1-0.
Yeah.
Has been very brutal.
Yeah. And remember how I said McBannerface doesn't have a way to deal with Shaman? their lineup. Well, this time around, he banned the Shaman, so I don't know that. I think McBannerface is in a very, very good spot right now. Because there's no deck he's really afraid of. What is No Hands gonna try to counter him with?
Hmm.
It's gonna be the Druid or the Ping Mage, both of which not very good against Face Hunter.
It's difficult.
I
Yeah.
actually think he's gonna go for the Druid here. I think Druid is his best bet to try to face this Face Hunter, which you never want to be in that spot.
Yeah. Oh, and he's laughing at the cam. Okay, so what will it be for No Ends Gamer? Ping Mage or Ramp Druid?
Oh, we're gonna see very soon.
Maybe Ping Mage? Yeah, it chose
Oh,
it.
he's okay. He's gone for Ping Mage. I feel like the reason to bring Hunter is to beat mages,
For it.
but maybe No Hands Gamer's got something planned for this matchup. Let's see. McBannerface has the Wild Seeds and the Twin Bow Terra Coil. Of course, it's happening again.
Yeah. Good starting end for No Ends Gamer as well with the Wildfire into Reckless Apprentice later.
Oh, and McBanner finds the 2-drop, so he can go 1-drop into 2-drop into coin, the 4-drop into the double Wild Spirits. Like he's done every single game.
Oh, and he uses his Frozen Touch without the Infuse to get rid of this
He
Slit
had
Spear.
to. He just had to.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but
Okay.
sometimes you gotta do it.
Mm.
If I was McBannerface, I would emote here. Or maybe not yet, because you would reveal too much information. But I'd be so surprised if you went for anything but the coin 4-drop here, after doing it so many times in a row. Yeah. That's the McBannerface play.
Got 2 shots just for you.
Yeah,
Cold Case.
Cold Case is good here.
Very good.
And it fits Commander Sivera. Oh, and it's playing the solid alibi?
And
No,
he did go with
alibi.
the emote. He did
Mm.
it. Understanding exactly his position in the game. I like it. And he got the
Oh.
best 2 of the first one.
And you have the bubble nets. Okay, very
Oh, and he got the best 2
useful.
again.
Very good. You can get rid of the 2 skeletons.
I don't know if he's going to get rid of both of them or if he's going to try to go face. Let's see. Okay, he got rid of both skeletons. That's responsible. You're No Hands Gamer. What do you do here?
Oh.
He's going to sell
Do
the
you-
alibi.
Do you really want to Sivera like that? No. Solid alibi. I like it. It's fitting Sivera as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Okay, it chose not to take his amplified no flurry here. Could have, just to avoid taking much damage. But with the alibi, I understand.
Yeah. Here McBannerface is going to have to attack with the weapon and deal only 1 damage because there's another weapon next turn that's going to spawn from the other Wild Seed. So the alibi is really good here. It makes McBannerface completely waste a weapon swing, as well as, you know, one of the attack of his board. However, yep, there's no way to deal with this. You can only remove, what, 9 power off the board? Which looks like enough, but it's really not that much. There's still 12 power represented on board. There's an aim shot in hand. And there's an extra 4 the turn after from the weapon. Here he might choose to develop a 2/3 just to fight for board. Even though the minion you ping dies instantly and the freeze is not relevant, I think the 2/3 body might be relevant.
Yeah. Okay, the silver cannot be played yet. One left spell to cast.
Yeah, No Hands Gamer really wants to draw either a Flurry or Wildfire next turn, so that he can play Savara and Solid Alibi and live one extra turn. But for what? He's gonna live one extra turn and die the turn after, isn't he? He doesn't have
I
any
guess.
counter pressure. He's just taking a huge beating, and he's got nothing. I guess he has more Rush. Okay, so I could see he gets a way to play Solid Alibi this turn, and then he goes more Rush the turn after. It's still not enough. He's still just dead. And that's 1 mana short of letting him play Savara and Solid Alibi. I don't think there's a single card off that Ruined Orb.
Yeah. It can have
What do you-
something to freeze, but
No,
No.
that will not do it. So he's gonna have to win 3 games in a row with his Druid.
yeah, it's already 2-0.
And I think Druid against Face Hunter is actually good. Like, I think that version of Druid against Face Hunter is at least 50%, if not favored for the Druid. However, after that Druid game, he's gonna have to face Shaman, which Shaman has 7 different ways of stealing your Sire Denathrius, and then you lose as the Druid. And then there's a Druid Mirror where McBannerface has Celestial Alignment and No Hands Gamer doesn't. So two very tough matchups in a row after, obviously, the Face Hunter matchup, which isn't easy at all. But this version of Druid runs a lot of anti-aggro stuff. Basically, it runs a lot of nature spells with Topior.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah, I
So
like
if you get
the new card with dealing 2 and bringing a 2/2 on tree on board.
Class is in session.
Oh, and you have the
he's
Druid of
he's
the
not even
Reef.
playing it. He's actually not playing it. He's not playing Living Roots either.
Oh,
Oh, so he decided to cut a lot of these cards to make his deck better against Shaman, I think. He's
okay.
got 2 of the 9-drop that eat the Devours.
Yeah, Devers.
Huh. So
Okay.
actually, I take it back. I think his deck against Hunter is not... He's not going to have a good time in this matchup. But he's actually going to have a much better time if he managed to win. If he manages to win this one, I think he's not in that bad of a spot for the rest of the match. So we'll see. Does he run Sire Denathrius? Let's see.
Oh.
Yeah, of course he runs it. But I was thinking, does he run Theotar? He does. He does run the Mad Duke.
Okay, so you have the Druid of the Reef, you have the Guff, the Topior. Interesting end here for No End Scammer.
Yeah.
I guess it will be taunt.
He's gonna go for the taunt. He's gonna need 1 or 2 more good early game cards, I believe. Because McBannerface's opening is good, and we know that he's gonna get the turn 4 Terror Coil into turn 5 Wild Seeds, because that's what he does. So he needs to be in a good spot by turn 5 to be able to deal with the double Wild Seeds, the signature McBanner play. Even though he doesn't have any of it in hand right now, we know that he's just gonna do it. So
Okay.
just a Hero Fire to get rid of the Trog, because you have to, because it's a Trog.
Yeah. It forces the turn 2 of No End Scammer here. Okay, another Caninotron.
Caninotron gives you the Twin Bow Terror Coil, the 4 mana double the spell. I do like that though. Dormant minions take a while to be active.
Okay.
So you want them. Oh, and you got the good one. That's so important. The other 2 would not be very impactful, I think, but this one, just an extra 8 damage. The 3-1 would be the worst. I guess the 2-5 is not too bad. No Hands opting to go for an early Guff. I don't think that play was so easy, because if he waited an extra turn, he could go turn 4 Coin Guff Innervate Hero Power, and then turn 5 Topior. This way he gets the Topior about the same time, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay. Okay, yeah, next turn is not that appealing here for no end scammer for now.
yeah.
Let's see. Okay, and do you choose to take this twin boat coil here?
I think I choose the aim shot, to be honest. It's just Twin Bow's a little bit slow.
Okay.
I think this turn you want to go Biscuit, push a lot of damage, and then you have
Okay.
I think so.
That's a good K9 here. 5/7.
Oh, and a top deck from
Oh.
No Hands Gamer.
But
Actually, not doing that much here though.
yeah, only six autos. So you cannot get rid of the
Not even
5/7.
opting for. Oh, if. Okay, so this Bren looks like it's just trying to heal for 4. Like for McBannerface might be thinking, I don't even need to kill that Bren. There's nothing wrong that can happen with the Bren. And he might decide to go all face. And if he does so, the Topior from No Hands Gamer is actually going to trigger twice. And now every spell is going to summon 2 3/3 whelps. So I think the responsible play by McBannerface here, yes, would be to clear the brand and make sure that doesn't happen. He also saw that No Hands Gamer kept the card, which is a Topior. So he knew that this was a possibility. And I think he made the correct choice here. Okay. So this is the turn where McBannerface pushes the most damage. It's gonna be pretty close to lethal, especially with that Raj top deck. Is that lethal?
Already?
Probably not, but it's got to be a good 2-turn setup. No Hands Gamer is gonna have to have an incredibly strong turn next turn.
Yeah, too. We have those earthen skills twice. Nature spells.
Ooh, and that
Innovate.
top deck is so good. He gets to now Flipper Friends, make a 6/6 taunt, innervate, and then double Earthen Scales to get a total of what, 14 armor? 15 armor. 15 armor, and by doing so, he also gets 4 3/3s with Rush. He gets to clear everything except the 5. Oh, wait. What? I was expecting the taunt here, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, let's see if that works as well. Maybe that's better. Wait, do a trade first. Okay. You scared me for a little bit. Okay, that's almost a full clear. That is a full clear. Okay, so he decides to go full clear and not a taunt instead. Wow, No Hands Gamer actually managed to turn the corner here. He's at 18 HP. And where does that quick go?
You have to go face.
I agree. I don't think you can afford to kill the 7/2.
No.
I think this has to go face, and you have to draw collateral damage.
No, if you don't, you never win the game.
Oh, but you don't draw collateral damage because it's at the bottom of the deck. You know about that. So how much damage is it realistically? So you deal 4 with a weapon, 3 with a quick shot, 2 with a hero power. So that's 9. Opponent's at 18. You can't. I don't think there's a top deck that deals 9 damage. So he has to survive 2 more turns. So maybe in that case you have to kill the 7/2. That's really hard, and you don't want to have to make those decisions.
But you have 2 top decks to make the 9 damage, because you will draw with a quick shot, and then you'll draw.
Oh, true. No, you're right. Okay. So, but he decides to kill the 7/2 anyway. That was really close. Okay, now I think he's wait, I don't know about that trade. Yeah, the weapon goes face. I think that one's pretty clear to me. So drawing that Barak Kodabane, I think he gets rewarded for trading the quick shot, the minion. because he's likely gonna get an extra turn,
Mm.
and Coat of Bane might give him the extra damage he needs. Now, that's not doing that much.
Yeah.
I would expect the Thorn Growth Sand-3s to get a taunt and some, or 2 taunts, but... Oh, and he can try to get Sired and Athreus. Okay. Well, that should be game then.
No, I guess. Because of
Just
the, the
5
battle
heals.
price.
Yeah.
Sorry, the lifesteal, I mean.
Yeah. I think just a 5 damage lifesteal might be good enough. We'll see though.
That rope's burning again. All it takes is love, care, and death.
Is that a lethal setup from No Hands? I don't think it is. Especially with the taunt coming up. Okay, that card is completely useless. It's way too slow. You have to go Barako to Bane. You're gonna get Barb Nuts for sure. And then either Biscuit or Quick Shot. Okay. Ramming Mount is not good. He was looking for another aim shot there. Unless he's already played both, which I can't remember. Trace the Biscuit. Okay. He wanted to give Rush to the other minion here, because he wanted to protect his taunt minion, but didn't work out.
Okay, I have a result from the other group. Frozen just beat Fled 3-1.
Oh.
And so I can tell you that, we have...
They're all at 1-1, right?
So we have a problem because every player have the same tiebreaker 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, and exactly the same tiebreaker after that, the same number of points. All the matches has been finished on the 3-1 score. Okay, I have to figure out something.
Do they play more, or are they...
For now, no, but I have to find out how to deal with that.
Yeah, that's
I'll see later.
that doesn't happen very often. As No Hands Gamer finally closes out the game. A very nice game from No Hands Gamer, turning the corner right at the turn that he had to clear the Hunter's board, get some health back, and then ends the game with Sired and Athreus. Very good stuff. McBannerface didn't have much. I mean, McBannerface didn't draw his Twin Bow Terracoil into Wild Seeds that game. He chose not to make his signature play, and he got punished for it.
Okay, so he still has his Druid left. Yeah, and McBannerface can use his Shaman or his Druid as well.
Yeah. He might, I think he's gonna use... I would use Druid here. I think it's his best bet to close the series as fast as possible, and if the tiebreakers is the amount of games you want to... You don't want just more airtime. You want to end the series right now.
Yeah. Tiebreaker is important for your qualification.
I see you brought guests.
Alright.
Okay.
Druid versus Druid. No Hands Gamer going aggro. Turn 1, 3-1 Druid of the Reef.
Yeah.
He's playing against Celestial Druid. He's just Ramp Druid himself, so he is supposed to be the aggressor in the matchup.
The sea floor be its own treasure.
Okay.
Like that, going for the taunt. I think that's strictly wrong. I think that's 100% like that. That's bad. It won't matter much, but it's strictly better to kill it than to give your opponent more options.
Okay.
Like it's not a big mistake, but it's a strict like. I'm surprised that he did that.
Yeah,
Probably didn't think much
I
about it.
understand. I understand. I was wondering about having the minion and rush to get rid of it,
Yeah.
just like that. Okay. Do you want to give your opponent capture Cultist Mine versus a random card?
That's interesting. He could just play his own capture gold tooth mine, but I guess he's gonna give it out, give it away.
Okay.
Take a
Oh.
lady Alejandra or the nourish.
Oh. Are you playing
Took a
alignment as
nourish.
well?
I kind of like that. I kind of like taking the nourish. Lady Alejandra is gonna be good later, but nourish was good right away. And now McBannerface doesn't have a strong turn.
Yeah,
You
I
can
know.
play a Panther, but Panther's not that good. Panther gets hero powered down.
Yeah, no end scammer doesn't run celestial alignment, so I guess Lady Anaconda is not that interesting for him. But you take it from your opponent.
Yeah, he could have taken it, and then when Banterface goes for a celestial alignment, No Hands Gamer would be the one with Lady Anaconda
Yeah.
to have a strong turn. So that was definitely a consideration. But I don't blame him for taking the Nourish, just because it disrupts McBannerface's next few turns so much more.
Yeah, and you can use it as well on your own turn after celestial alignment.
That's true. I don't know. I think it's worse than Lady Anaconda after alignment. Anaconda can do so many like crazy strong turns, but it's still a very good tool to have after alignment. That's very true. It's also an extra nature spell, and he has a Topior in hand. That's not to be ignored. That's just good.
Okay. Yes, this Topior, yeah. Very good.
McBanner with no strong play available. He's gonna draw his Localar here and play a Panther. The Panther is not bad, because No Hands Gamer just wants to play his 7 drop here. So the Panther's gonna stick. But in the grand scheme of things, it's not a very it's not gonna be that impactful, I believe.
Yeah.
Banner really needs to find some good tool. He has he can innovate out this Miracle Growth. That's what I'm looking at right now. Because everything else seems too slow and too... Nothing else progresses his game plan. I think he needs to go for it.
Okay, you don't like the scale of Onyxia here? To get rid of the 5/5 make board and still have your Pack Painter?
No, I prefer this. You need to draw your alignment. You need to draw your You need to do something, because No Hands Gamer has the Topior and you don't, and the Topior makes board battle is already lost on McBanner's side. So he wants to win some different ways. He wants to find an alignment. He wants to find anything that lets him compete with the Topior, but all the nature spells dealing some extra damage. Ooh, and a composting. I think you probably trade 1 first to get an extra 3/3. Yeah.
No, interesting.
I like that. You draw 1 less card, but you have both cards in your hand already draw cards. Your entire deck is full of card draw.
And he knows that his opponent runs Starfish, so he prefers kill 2 whelps here instead of his Whelpagazer.
Yeah, very well done.
Okay.
Oh, McBanner runs 2 Starfish? He does.
Oh yeah.
And he has both of them in his hand, so yeah. That worked out. Yeah, you definitely trade as many of the Death Arrow ones then.
Is that the way that he wants to kill Shaman with his lineup? Maybe.
Yeah, that would make sense. He's been counter queuing Shaman with Druid before, so that would make sense. Although Shaman now is not only about freezing. If you make a big board, Shaman's gonna devour it.
Yeah.
And Shaman also, so one of the nice things you can do with Shaman is you play Clownfish, so your next Murlocs cost 2 less. And when your opponent goes alignment, your next 2 Murlocs cost 0. So in one turn you can easily go either Mutinous Macaw, because Mutinous is 0 mana, or you can go Bran or Bolner plus Mutinous, and you eat 2 minions in the Druid's hand. So like no matter what tech cards you run, if they all get eaten at the end of the day, it just didn't matter. No hand. I know no hand's enough to know he's gonna play Gup here. Well, I could be wrong, but I think I know no hand's gamer, and he wants to play Gup. It's hard to resist playing Guff whenever you can. You're not dying on board. Yeah.
You have Guff. Do you keep the Seedsman for after the alignment? Maybe.
You definitely want to keep the Nourish for after alignment. The Seedman, I could see it also, but he has good plays to make, so he doesn't need to use either. I could see him just ramp and play Wild Growth, or draw a card and play Wild Growth. No, he ramps and okay, I like that a lot.
Okay.
Hey, he saved the Nourish. That's all he thinks he needs for post alignment. Also, this is it a lethal setup? It's almost a lethal setup. Oh, and you don't want to see. You don't want your turn to start with Wild Growth to draw a card if you're Mech Banner face here. That's almost a full clear though. Draw a card with Wild Growth always feels so bad, because you just want to be Guff and keep ramping with that Wild Growth. Oh, this Jerry Carpenter, really good.
Okay. Drawing, and more drawing. Okay. Jerry Ray Carpenter. I don't understand why this card is a pirate. I don't know.
I don't know either. That's a good point. Doesn't look like a pirate to me.
Yeah.
Also, druids and pirates are very different type of people, but
yeah.
I think that expansion they gave a pirate to every single class, so they had to give one to druid.
Yes, but maybe you have to make the artwork according to the the race of the card. But why not?
Yes. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's some information that we don't have that explains it, but right now I can't think of a good reason. No Hands really wants to get Sire Denathrius in hand right now. That's the one piece that he's missing. He's had so many minions die, and he didn't have the Denathrius to get buffed. So I think I would like to see him Moonlit Guidance at the start of his turn to just get the Sire Denathrius in hand. Going for something else though. He might.
My past cannot shame me for it. Who knows what
Okay.
secrets will uncover?
He knows there's another Starfish on the other side now. I don't like that play.
And you see that the thing we discussed about earlier, that the Devourer hits the target twice with Bran, but it doesn't with Bonner.
Yeah, it works with Bran. We saw confirmation there. And here you have to. Oh, I thought he would for sure draw Sire Denathrius. So yeah, he's just trying to win this turn. He's trying to win next turn. He saw his opponent's out of removal. That's fair. He's in such a good spot that, yeah,
It's a 2-2.
it worked. And now, yeah, it's 2-2. No Hands Gamer with the Ramp Druid coming in really clutch. And now he just has to get through the Shaman, which I think he's brought the best possible type of Druid to be able to fight with Shaman.
Impressive to get back from this 0-2 to 2-2. Smiling at the cam, Ensgamer.
And for good reason. He's been doing really good, and I
Yeah.
think he's in a good spot now. He might just like that. He might just go 3-0 with the help of his Ramp Druid. That is probably his favorite deck, and something that a deck that nobody else brought. So he's getting rewarded for good lineup building.
Yeah.
Granted, last game McBannerface could never find his Celestial alignment, and he got his Nourish stolen, which prevented him from ever getting to strong plays. And like no hand stealing the Nourish was so big that game. McBannerface did not ramp enough, and then he did not have enough card draw, and that was all because he got his Nourish stolen. Lady Anaconda never did anything, so it was really good from no hand to steal the Nourish. It ended up paying off big time.
Is it some reason that you don't want to play your location on 1? Oh, sorry, we are already on 2.
Why did he? Yeah, he drew it this turn, didn't he?
Okay, so it can get rid of the burner with the coin here.
Yeah, and you have to, because if Bolnar sticks and opponent has a Clownfish, there's a chance it goes completely wild on turn 3. You can go Clownfish, Amalgam, Gorlock, Ravager, and then play 2-3 more Murlocs.
Yeah.
You have a full board. The Druid can never come back from there. So, No Hands Gamer had to do it, and he did it.
And we can say that this match is the last one of the evening, because here it's the evening in France. And
It's 6:17 here, so it's starting to be the.
Okay.
Yes.
Here it's midnight and 17 minutes. And then we'll have the 2 players qualified for the main stage of the Max League 6. Because we won't have the issue of the tiebreaker, I guess, in this group.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see. So, no ends gamer 2-0 now. Gamer FVG 1-1. Currently fighting Pern.
No Hands Gamer is a 2-2, right? This is the last game.
No, I guess 2 BOs.
Oh yeah. Okay, no, sorry, my bad.
No problem. Magma to face 1-1 as well. And Pern 0-2. Everything is possible.
No Hands looking to get, what, a Nourish here? He misses, but he finds Miracle Growth. It's not... Oh, okay. Going for tempo. And he's not playing the Cold Tooth Mine. I wonder why. He already has a Sardonathrius, but he could use the Cold Tooth Mine to draw an Aquatic Form.
Maybe he
An
doesn't want...
Aquatic Form next turn could give him either Nourish or Guff or something to work with.
Yeah.
I don't like that Hero Power at all.
And after the game, we'll have the 2 qualified players in a little interview. Okay, drawing here. And maybe we'll have the Arid Stormer involved. Oh no, we have better. We have Wild Poe Cavern.
Yeah, very strong card that most people cut from Shaman.
Oh, they don't want to do that.
Oh, he didn't play Cold Tooth Mine to find Nourish because he was gonna draw it anyway. And now he can Hero Power again and kill the 3-2. It all worked out in the end.
No,
No Hands Gamer knew better.
we can do it like that.
I wonder if he has a plan for this Cold Tooth Mine. Maybe he wants to give it away with Theotar. I don't know. Like Banner Phase though, he's drawing more cards. This game, No Hands Gamer does not have access to his Topior card that has won him the previous two. Oh, hello there.
Here he goes. Okay, and you can. Okay. You can
Yeah,
scale up
that's
Onyx
better.
first.
That clears most of the board.
Mm-hmm.
And next turn he can. Actually, next turn he's probably gonna coin out the raid boss Onyxia. The Sire Denathrius is already looking really good.
14 already.
It's already 14 damage. The raid boss Onyxia is gonna give him a lot more. So if it doesn't get either eaten by Mutinous or stolen by Theotar, I could see the Sire Denathrius be the way that No Hands Gamer wins this game.
Yeah. Okay, and what do we we cannot use the Keltas for now. The Arid Stormer is not blinking anymore.
Yeah. If he wants to go for a high tempo play, the best I could think of is Goldshire Null plus Primordial Wave to get a 10 drop. For some reason, it doesn't feel that good though, does it?
I like this because you can have the 10 drop. We hope big. They can be it next turn with the location.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, like
And he got a rush one, and he gave himself enough time to attack this time, but barely. And No Hands Gamer is happy to see that. His Onyxia is perfect. Onyxia is a full clear, and it only leaves one minion on board. That's what you want. Actually, he could think of not even leaving the 8-8 on board. Okay. I was thinking sometimes it's better against Shaman now to not even have that 8-8. Because the Devour, you give your opponent a good Devour.
Yeah,
there's only 8 men on the other side, but you know, Keltas can make things happen sometimes. Okay, I like holding on to those 2-1s. The 1-3 doesn't really matter, and you want your Onyxia to remain immune.
Okay.
The Denathrius is at 19 right now. It's halfway there.
I have the result of the other match. Gamer RVG just won 3-1 over Pern. So Gamer RVG is a 2-1 here. And it means that Magma Face has to win for Miracle.
Yeah, and if McBannerface wins, we have a 3-way tie at 2-1.
Yeah. Yes. But I can't tell that we won't have the issue of the tiebreakers because the scores have been different. We added the 3-0, 3-2s, and 3-1s. It could be.
And as you're saying that, McBannerface, with the Mutinous here, had 4 options, 3 of which were excellent, and he unfortunately for him, he ate the bad one.
Yeah, unfortunately.
How good is that? Keltas plus Theotar plus Sire Denathrius. Probably not that good, but I mean it's a 10-mana play that plays 3 cards. Everything else seems so slow.
So many
I think he's going for it.
Yeah, I guess.
But what could happen is he could steal a big minion and play that one instead of Sire Denathrius.
No.
The Devour.
There are.
Gives opponent the Cold Tooth Mine, because the other 2 cards are too good.
Mm-hmm.
You could also go Topior. And here we look at that immune effect on the Onyxia, making giving him the ability to kill off another 8-8 without taking any damage. That's huge.
Time run low.
Yeah,
And I guess he's just playing a Topior here. or not.
Yeah, I like it because the shaman doesn't heal.
It doesn't
You
heal
have,
much unless they hit Brokan.
yeah, and the cook.
Oh, it's also
Not that
I
much.
think one of the main reasons is he knows that McBannerface played Mutinous last, so he's likely to have the macaws, and he doesn't want his Sire Denathers to get eaten. So he's put as much pressure as possible so that McBannerface doesn't even have time to play macaw, and if he does, at least he won't eat the Sire Denathrius. So that's good play from good recognition from No Hands Gamer. He goes for that line, and we'll see if it pays off. He
Okay.
needs some card draw though.
Okay. The gnoll. Is it gnoll trade location?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm saying No Hands needs some card draw. That's assuming he doesn't just have lethal next turn, because there's looking at McBannerface's hand. There's no healing. There's nothing. If this is not rush or taunt, which I don't think it can be taunt, this is just game. Oh wait, taunt totem? He's still alive. Wait, oh no, he's not because Devour. And
Yeah.
No Hands Gamer with the reverse sweep with his Ramp Druid manages to
Impressive.
win all 3 of his rounds. Super impressive stuff.
Okay, so we have to figure it out. So, McBannerface 2, No Ends Gamer 3. I entering the score, and we have here the 2 qualified players for the main stage will be No Ends Gamer with this 3-0 and Gamer RVG with 2-1. I'm gonna ask them for a little interview. Okay. Okay, McBannerface, thank you for the games. I'll keep in touch on Discord later. Okay. GG, do you agree for a little interview on Discord? Okay, and Gamer RVG here. Okay, do you agree for a little interview on Discord as well? Okay, we'll have both of them. Just a second, I'm setting up the thing. Interview. So we have No Ends Gamer, and we'll have Gamer RVG here. So, like that, if I remember well, Gamer RVG is Hype Horizon as well. Just a second here, because this
Last
guy
time I
has
checked,
a
he was,
very good. Okay, so it's good like that. Okay, just adding the players to our conversation. Okay, like that, like that. The camera of Gamer RVG here. I just seen one like that. I like it. We're on cam as well. Yes, we're back. Okay, adding them on the chat. So, Gamer RVG, yes. No Ends Gamer. Oh, he's not a friend of mine on Discord. Gamer. No ends.
Are you inviting them to this conversation?
I have to.
Or you're making a new one?
I don't. Okay. Please accept the friend request so I can add you.
I can add him. He's my friend.
Okay. I want if you can do that, and if you can add Gamer RVG as well.
I don't have a hello.
Okay, I'm adding him. So Gamer RVG. Okay, and okay.
I'm not sure if I think my video is getting used by
Yeah, no problem.
the other one. Is that fine?
You
Well,
probably
yeah,
don't
yeah.
need video
We
on
keep
this.
it like that. So
Okay.
we have No Ends Gamer here, and we have Gamer RVG as well. Do you hear us?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
perfect. So
Congratulations to both of you. That was very good performance today.
yeah,
Thank you.
we made the count, and both of you are qualified for the main stage of this Max League 6. 3-0 for No Ends Gamer, 2-1 for Gamer RVG. GG for that. So it's been a very, very tough evening for all the players. We had a very many shaman mirrors. So you played some of them. How did you prepare for this kind of group? The group with players you already know from US, and just after the release of the expansion, how did you prepare, guys?
Yeah, so I play against these guys on ladder all the time, so I'm just sowing seeds of doubt in their mind so that they'll crush under the pressure. So that's all I really did. Uh, just fear the ramp druid, you know, uh, that kind of stuff. That's my main strategy.
Yeah, it works.
and and on the turn, on the side, the gamer averaging.
Yeah, I just brought the decks that I thought were good. I know Banter was doing insane with Face Hunter, so that seemed like an auto include. It like just came down to bringing the decks I liked. I liked the Face Hunter. I liked the Implock, which surprisingly to me got banned all 3 times. Alignment Druid, I've been jamming that nonstop since the expansion came out. I think it's underrated deck and super hard to play. So definitely like if you're misplaying with it, your win rate's gonna be a lot lower than if you're playing properly. And then it was like a day or maybe even hours, I don't know, where Habu was like doing insane with his 40 shaman. So pick that one right up because the stats were just insane. So I think you had to bring it.
Yeah. That seems like
Okay.
it's the deck of the expansion. I don't know if you agree, but the 40 card shaman seems to be the deck to beat right now.
Yeah, I think it was already the best. 30 card shaman was already the best deck at the end of last expansion, but it wasn't so much the best deck that everyone had to play it. And now these new synergies just work so well with it. Of being able to Bolner your 10 drop and do ridiculous damage, and Macaw the 9 mana guys and double eat. So yeah.
Yeah. And do you think that something can be done to get Warrior out of the trash?
With the current cards,
Yeah.
like with no buffs and no nerfs.
Yeah, just with the cards we have right now. Yeah. Do you think I
Yeah.
can figure it out?
I mean, you could go down to bronze and play Quest Warrior, and it'll probably be just fine. But so for majority of players, it's good. It's probably still good. But at the top, it just the tools that made it competitive were just nerfed so much that I mean, even like the 1 damage on Shield Shatter, there's so many 5 health minions that are gonna not die now, and you don't have that ability to swing back. So, I mean, Warrior's just garbage right now, and I mean, it would, even if it got some good tools, just so much of its toolkit is weakened right now. So,
Okay.
I would say the same with also Demon Hunter and Paladin, to be honest.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Demon Hunter seems really as bad as Warrior. Paladin's a little better, but honestly, that one's not seeing play either because it's just they're all 3 of them seem to be significantly underneath all the other 7 decks classes.
I think Warlock and Rogue are the classes that aren't top tier that have the most potential to become top tier. They have good tools, but they're missing the right thing. but that's kind of
So no hands. You didn't bring Warlock, I think.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
so what did you have
Hunter,
in for
Mage,
mage?
Shaman,
I
and
mean, yeah,
Druid.
okay. There's 5 very
Well,
good classes. You had 4 out of 5. You had to not bring one.
yeah.
So why did you choose
Yeah.
to not bring Warlock? Specifically?
I didn't play any Imp Warlock. I played it a suboptimal version I made on day
Okay.
one. And just I think it just I'm not convinced it's truly good, despite I don't know. I have to have that, and though I felt like Mage felt weaker than I thought originally. So if I was gonna sub something out, I mean, and Druid, I feel like I always try to bring, even if it doesn't make sense, because it's just I like it. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It turns out that everyone brought lineups that would ban Implock, so you kind of got the lower end of the stick, but you somehow won all 3 matches anyway.
Yeah,
So
I guess so.
that went well. And Gamer, RBG, you and McBennerface had the same lineup. I wanted to know, because I couldn't quite figure it out. So you planned on banning Implock. What was your strategy, or what was your plan against your opponent's shamans?
Against shamans, I think shamans is definitely a tough one. Like I think Druid, alignment Druid isn't that bad into it. I mean, originally I didn't think Face Hunter was bad into it, but I definitely didn't account as much for people playing 40. Like I think Face Hunter's favored against 30, but probably unfavored against 40. The 10 health difference is big.
Yeah.
And then I have my own shaman, which is Samir. But I guess the big thing with shaman is I was thinking Face Hunter could do well against it, and it's still all right against the 40, but not great. And I know this is a controversial take, but I think the alignment druid has a slight edge against the shaman.
Because when I was watching your games and McBannerface's games, it seemed like whoever was or I guess in the mirror, it seemed like Shaman was really the deck that if you win the Shaman mirror, you win the series, because you didn't have that great of a counter. But then I realized that you brought a bunch of Starfish in the Druids. So I was like, were you planning to use to use Druid to counter Shamans, or just you both thought that you played enough Shaman that you could just beat everyone in the mirror, which is also, I think, a fine strategy.
Yeah, if I had to go back, I would probably add a mage somewhere in the lineup, because it does better against the shaman, and shaman's so prevalent. So if I don't want to ban it, I didn't really catch on to the 40 mage back then. We had to submit.
Okay.
I think the druid versus shaman, the way you beat it is you slap down Topior, and you just have a continuous pressure and trade things off and keep your board small. And the shaman, and you don't actually even rely on Denarius, because it's too predictable for Theotars and Mutanuses. And I think, at least for ramp druid, I'm not sure for alignment, but yeah.
I looked at your Druid list. I think you brought the best possible Druid list to counter Shaman with no alignment, but all the Devourers. So I can see definitely that working.
Yeah.
All right, that's all the questions I had.
Okay, thank you guys. So we'll have two weeks of qualification stage. So we started 2 days ago, and then we'll have the main stage. You may know about. It will be 4 groups of 6 players, and we'll have 1 BO per week. And then the 2 first players of each group will make it to the playoffs, the top 8 playoffs. It will be very, very fun, guys, but very, very tough as well. For you, for me, it's the same. Okay, thank you for the games, and GG to the both of you. I'll get in touch on Discord later with the details, and see you next time.
Yeah,
All right.
congratulations.
Thank you. See you guys.
Thank you.
Okay, see you. Okay, here we are. So, in this group B, Pearl Gamer, AVG, Mike Battenface, and No Ends Gamer, the 4 great players from NA, and we had the win of No Ends Gamer and Gamer AVG, qualified for the next stage. How did you enjoy the evening, the cast, the show, and the place? What about
I
other?
really enjoyed it. That was my first time ever trying to cast.
Yeah,
So,
it was very good.
I was a little bit scared, but I think it went all right. And I really loved I think the tournament meta is really interesting. The games kept going back and forth in a way that like they were really exciting and like you never knew who was gonna win.
Yeah.
And I think the one moment that I remember the most is Regvan versus Frozen. Frozen getting
Yeah.
devolved into the Stealer of Souls, which let him play 0 mana Whirlpool to complete his quest and then end up winning, dodging the mutinous. That was crazy. So I really enjoyed it. Thank you for having me.
And the next match we had Regvam just making with his Warlock, making one more draw and almost missed the lethal.
Oh yeah.
It was
Yeah, but
very
he didn't get
fun.
fun. Yeah. But very fun matches all around. I really enjoyed it.
Yes, very good. Okay, so it was the second cast of the week, and tomorrow we'll have another one. It will be the Group D. You all want to know which player are involved in the Group D. I want to know as well. Just a second, I'm telling you. The Group D is Pocket Train, Paradox, Judgment, and Dead Draw. 4 players from UK. I guess you know them. Do you have maybe a prognosis or something?
Pocket Train's good.
I heard about them.
Yeah. They're all good. They're all good. I don't know. It's really hard. I don't know them that well, but they all have like quite a big chance. I think. Pocket Train won the last Master Tour though. The others didn't.
Yes, you said it. Oh yeah, and the next Master Tour is starting in 2 days, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so it will be cast by Atomic on the Max TV. And that's it, guys. Thank you for having been here with us. It has been a very pleasure. And thank you, Monsanto, for the cast. And see you next time, guys.
Bye-bye.